What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant 2, No Easy Buckets. I'm Andrew Schulz. I'm here with Akaash Singh, Real Life Kaz, AlexxMedia. Eddin is not in the building today, but we have a special guest.
You have a special guest.
We have a special guest in the building.
Very special guest.
None other than not SNL Shane Gillis is here with us.
Yes.
Some of you probably have known Shane. He was quite infamous, I would say, just a month ago.
Yeah.
You reached infamy when you had quite the scandal. You got the job of a dream. I don't know if it's exactly your dream, but we can get into that. But you got someone's dream job, which is being a cast member on SNL. And, of course, the cancel culturalists did what they do, and they went back through every single podcast and tweet. And
in their defense, it was like the first video on YouTube.
Fair enough.
Probably like 4 minutes into the first video. Yeah. In their defense, they didn't really do that much work.
Even the laziest guy. I love how you want to take away the idea that they're hardworking.
Yeah. They didn't do shit.
So,
I mean, algorithms probably, like those cancel culture books probably came up as a YouTube recommended.
Right. It popped up.
Right.
So they found some videos of you saying some offensive things towards the Asians, towards the Chinese Asians, if you will.
Yeah.
And of course it becomes this natural controversy because there's an Asian that is going to be on SNL.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
His name's Bowen.
Bowen Yang.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was really happy I got the Yang.
I said you walked the tightrope. I was like, oh, okay.
Did I fucking
Got it?
He said it. There's like 3 options.
He's leaning in. He's leaning. Shane has not learned this lesson. It's gonna be a while.
No, but respect to Bowen Yang.
I respect it,
to Bowen Yang.
For sure.
That's my pick for president. That's the guy who $1,000 a month down so high.
Oh, that's the one getting back money.
Yeah. Bowen Yang.
I want you to know, this is very funny. On the way here, I was trying to call him, and I accidentally called Andrew Yang.
See, they all don't look the same.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All Andrews look alike. You know what they say.
Okay, so this happens. Obviously, you don't get SNL. Your life gets turned upside down. To quote Will Smith. And now, unfortunately, you're here doing the Flagrant 2 podcast.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, how times changed
I know,
in just a month.
I mean, this is better, in my
Bro,
opinion.
it's way better.
Way better.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, the check is not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bet the check isn't that far off.
Really?
From SNL?
Well, let's start out with SNL. Before we get to all like the crazy stuff.
Can I say one thing that you should do? You should call yourself SNL alumni for the rest of your life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you are.
Just to infuriate everybody who got you fired. That's what you got.
It's really funny if you Google SNL and click cast. It's like me, Adam Sandler, and Chris. Like, I'm one of their most famous cast members.
You got to ride that. You got to embrace that.
I mean, there are people who have been in the exact same amount of sketches as you using that credit. To
Yeah, real talk.
You should.
Yeah, I'm the shortest cast member ever. The shortest tenured.
Well, you're
of all
definitely
time.
more known than a lot of people that have had like 0 fucking skits on that show. I mean, there's people like they get the features at the end, like, oh, I'm featuring yada yada.
Whoever
Have
the
you never
modern
seen
day
them?
Tim Meadows is, I'd rather be you.
So we'll get into that. But first of all, okay, so there's obviously everything good, Al? Yeah, obviously there's a shitty situation that you're in. I thought the shittiest part of it, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but if I was a comic, is the thing that the world knows you about isn't funny.
Yeah.
The biggest issue with the video, the clip that they start to use, the major one, it wasn't funny, and you're funny.
Yeah.
Is that the thing that's tearing you apart when this whole thing breaks?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, it's like, first off, it was a 2-minute clip out of the. It was funny. If you know me and Matt. If you know me and Matt, how we talk and us, like him having a strong opinion saying Chinese food is a dishonest cuisine.
Okay.
It's like, oh, he's goofy.
That's valid.
He's
Yeah.
funny. He's a.
Why is it dishonest?
Chinese people
I
don't
don't
eat
know.
it.
Matt's fucking weird,
It's
but
not- I
he's
assume
saying
it's-
it's dishonest because of the nutritional value. He's just a weird fucking dude.
Okay.
So it's funny to have him say that.
I thought it was
And
because
then-
Chinese people don't eat it.
I thought it wasn't like authentically what you get in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, no one knows what the fuck he's talking about. It's up for interpretation. But then I was sitting there like,
This guy's an artist, bro.
I was like, get those goddamn ducks out of the window. Like I'm making fun of my like a Alex Jones type character. I don't know. If you listen to the podcast, that clip wasn't that stupid. Now, if you just saw that clip, you're probably like, all right, these guys are just fucking idiots. This is just racist.
The clip. I didn't even think it was that crazy. I mean, obviously, you said the word chink.
Yeah.
Right. And don't say it anymore. We'll say it for you.
We'll say it. Well, he'll say it for you.
The thing with the thing that I've always thought about with the word chink is it's got to be the least racist word because you can use it in non-racial ways, and people do.
It's the only racial homonym.
Yes, I guess that's what I meant.
Isn't that homonym when it's the same word used differently?
Synonym.
No, synonym.
No, homonym. So like you can say a chink in the armor, right?
Okay.
Right. So I think we even said on this podcast, you can say there's a chink in the armor. You can't say there's a chink on the armor.
Yeah.
Right? So like one of those is wildly racist. You're like, why are you describing that guy sitting on the armoire?
Yeah.
And then the other one is like, oh, we found a way to beat the bad guy.
It's a euphemism.
Can you imagine if other slurs were like weaknesses?
Yo, son, bro, well, we can't say the other ones. What is the one we always use for Indians? Bipti, right?
Bipti, okay.
But like, and nobody knows Bipti. But it's just like $1 Bipti, $2.50, whatever.
I'll tell you the real camel jockey in the armor with that guy.
Kaz, come through with the one we want.
Listen.
Come through with the one we want, Kaz.
I was just waiting for my salt and vinegar chips. And my sandwich on the way here, but we're good now.
But yeah, it is a weird way. But of course, people are going to see this thing, especially Asians are going to see this thing out of the context of a humor, and they're told to look at it one way, right? They're not told to look at it as a comedy podcast and look for the comedy. They're told to look at it as the racist thing, and if someone says, hey, there's some racism in here, you're going to find it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I mean, from the start, I was like, if I saw this clip with that headline, I'd be like, damn, that's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. But,
so then the annoying thing happens, and I knew this was going to happen. We texted about this. I think it was like pretty quickly after, right? Someone sent me your number. I was like, dude, what's going to happen is they're going to build this fucking narrative around you. They're going to look through everything you've ever said about Asian people, and they're going to try to find a way to make it seem racist. And article after article would come out. And this was what I thought was really unfair. Judge somebody by what they said, that's fine. If you want to be offended, I don't care, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But when they started to take things that you said out of context, right? Like what you were making this argument that it's wrong that you can just make Asian jokes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he basically goes, I mean, it's completely unfair. You could just make Asian jokes and people laugh and it like it's totally okay.
Which is true.
But they just take the part. You can make Asian jokes and people laugh. It's okay.
Yeah, they left that out. They left out.
It's totally unfair.
These are like real news sources.
Yeah.
Leaving like CNN leaving out a quote that's like, it's totally hypocritical, but
CNN's
you can
not
make fun of
biased.
Asians.
CNN is totally objective.
Insane.
But it's like you hear Trump say that, and you're like, this is bullshit. But then when it fucking happens to you or it happens to your friend, you're like, oh, wow, there is an objective. There's a narrative. People just want clicks. And the clicking thing is Shane doesn't like Asians.
Yeah.
Now,
which is...
I mean,
it's crazy. Anybody would be black people. You know? What the fuck? Asians are great.
Great is a bit much to be honest.
Alex, you know what to do? Clip this part right here.
But the question is, how do black people say noodles?
I don't know.
Spaghetti.
Boyardee.
We only know one pasta dish, yo. Alex, what's the one pasta dish all black people know?
Chef Boyardee?
No, motherfucker.
Cheese?
Fettuccine Alfredo?
Oh, yeah.
This is the only... Oh, goddamn. I forgot you're half and half. My bad, bro. God damn it. Ruined the rhythm. Anyway, continue, bro.
Look at that. Black people ruining rhythm.
That's his Puerto Rican side.
First.
We really are breaking boundaries here, Shane.
Anyway,
so you're in this fucked up situation, and it said you get dropped, and now all of a sudden you get to go on the road and you have crowds sold out.
Yeah.
Or people are coming out.
Yeah, we're getting there.
People are coming out.
Yes.
People are coming out to see
The
it.
first weekend I did Helium in Philly, but that's where I'm from. But it did sell out 5 shows, which was nice.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Nice.
5 shows is crazy.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
good.
care where you're
It's
from.
good. Yeah,
Were people throwing
Sell
duck
well.
sauce on stage? Like, what was the situation?
There is a funny thing that's happening now
Okay.
because as much as woke people misinterpreted it, there's also fucking racist dudes that misinterpreted it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be
So
walking
the
down
racist
street,
like,
they'll be
yeah,
like,
get those
"Hell yeah,
Asians."
brother. Whoa. I'm like, yo, chill, dude.
But how do you balance that? Because they're also buying tickets.
I let them buy the tickets for sure, but then during the show, I'm like, shut the fuck up, stop. They'll be like, woo, like, you, no. Yeah, they'll always like scream out like, fuck SNL, fuck Asian people. I'm like, no. I've gotten drunk guys after shows that have said, I mean, there's always been this thing.
Of course you have,
where
dog.
drunk guys after shows, usually they're coming up to you and being like, hey, you want one you can use? And then it's just something crazy. Crazy.
You gotta give us one now. You can't.
What's the wildest thing? And let me put this in context. Shane did not say this.
Guys.
Someone told him that.
Yes.
Proper context.
It's a
Proper
quote
context.
from a maniac from fucking Long Island.
All right.
Okay.
I just did it. Yeah,
good.
It was after Governors. I did Governors.
If there's any racist I enjoy the most, it's the Long
It made no
Islanders.
sense. He came up to me after the show and was like, hey, I got one you can use. And this is like, I'm shaking hands and taking pictures and shit after a show. This guy just waited in line to tell me this. He was like, got one you can use. Gooks are us. I was like, okay. That's all he said. That's all he said. I was like, what does that fucking mean, dude? And then he was like, you're going to use it. You're going to use it. I was like, well, yeah, I guess. Now I have. Yeah, I have.
Well, you used it.
Yeah, I just used it.
That's right.
He was right. What if he's like a super meta, Long Island guy who like plays bro, but he's really subservient with his humor. He's like, no, I'm gonna give him the worst joke ever. He's gonna talk.
He's gonna fucking use it. I know how Long Islanders talk.
That is binge-worthy, to be honest, about like
it just makes no
establishing
sense.
how people misinterpret the thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, before this thing happened, obviously, or at least from what you're telling us, zero animosity towards Asians at all.
No, why? Yeah, I'm not.
Just the blacks.
I'm not nuts.
What do you mean?
I'm not crazy. Why would I? Well, first off, I grew up in no Asians where I'm from.
Yeah.
So
Sounds nice to me.
There's no interaction.
Asian, sort of.
There's no like.
So I know.
What is there to not like?
Yeah, they have pretty good PR if you haven't met them.
They're great. Yeah.
All the movies and stuff, right? The TV shows. These Asians are incredible.
The back half of your sentence was very important.
Yeah. You see one of them take a shit on the street, you're like, whoa, this was not in any of the movies.
This is not in the manual at all, bro.
He's pissing on the floor at the airport. What the fuck happened? I'm in Singapore. Why are you doing this? There's bathrooms everywhere.
Oh my God.
No. I mean, it's just I don't really, I genuinely, this is as corny as it gets to say. I don't really have an animosity towards any race in particular.
Right.
That'd be kind of fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So it was funny, and I've never met it's funny to have people be like, "What are you racist against Asians?" I don't know. It's just kind of funny.
I've never met.
No, I've
anyone.
never met like a white guy who's like, "God damn Asians."
Yeah,
It's
like that's
You don't
usually
stop
got
at
me.
Asians.
usually they're
It's a part
very
of a
low
group.
on the list of
Yeah.
Yeah,
races.
like if it comes like the totem pole of racism, it's
Yeah.
like blacks, Jews.
No. You got that. The
Jews.
true races, Jews. are
Jews
number one.
first. All right, Jews,
Yeah.
blacks.
Nobody tried to get rid of the blacks.
They tried.
Like, we can use these guys.
I mean, they tried. They gave it the old college try for a number of years, but we're resilient.
Nobody
They
ever
weren't
resilient,
They weren't looking to
motherfucker.
breed the biggest Jews in the Holocaust.
No, they weren't. God damn.
That was their fear. Like, they might breed.
Oh, what movie did I just see?
All of them? Okay, so
Never mind.
yeah, it'd be a wild thing to just hate that one group.
Well, yeah, but yeah, it's just funny. I've never even considered like, am I racist against Asian people?
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not on my.
But now
I know one thing that does
now
happen.
you've reflected though.
Yeah.
Now that I reflect,
Now that they've taken SNL from you.
Yeah.
I will also say it's like, dude, accents are funny.
Yeah.
Doing an Asian accent's funny.
Yes.
Doing an Australian accent's funny.
Neuters
It has nothing to do with
wasn't
race.
very funny, to be
There's
honest.
dozens.
Neuters?
Neuters was hilarious.
No.
I thought it was funny.
No, it's not that funny. It was a fucking inside joke between, and my girlfriend said it in the Chinese restaurant. In the clip, I'm defending Asian people.
That's so
In the clip,
funny.
my girlfriend's like, "Ooh, I want some neuters," and we were at a Chinese restaurant. And I was like, "Yo, chill. Don't be fucking racist."
Yeah, man, take her job.
Yeah, and then in the same clip, like, I mean, it's crazy that
So
they
your
just
girl
stop.
hates Asians.
She
too.
hates Asians. She just moved to Vermont, and that's why.
She's the real culprit here.
The next part of the clip is like me talking about like how there was a Chinese kid trying to learn English on it, like playing a video game loudly next to me.
Right.
And I was mad that he was doing that. And I was making fun of myself while my fat ass was eating noodles with a fork. I'm mad at a kid trying to learn a second language.
Right.
Like how is that missed in this?
Yeah.
They took that at face value. They took that at he was actually upset that an Asian was trying to learn
They didn't see
English.
it as
They're like,
self-deprecation.
Sorry, we're trying to learn English. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's
What are we doing here?
Yeah, that's a little bit unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other groups you hate?
The British.
They're easy to
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
don't like the
co-sign
British.
that.
Why the British?
I'm reading this book right now about the Irish. This guy named Thomas Marr, it's crazy. His life's crazy, but it's about like the potato famine and all that shit. And everything the British did. It was a genocide that for some reason no one talks about.
What do you mean? The
Because
British
you're
just
white,
genocided
no?
the.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't care about
folks.
white
Come on,
genocide,
man.
you know?
Like,
We
that's
don't.
funny.
We
No,
care about Jew genocide, but that's just
We're not good with our.
That's just because they
victim
give us
marketing.
loans.
Yeah, but we're not. But even before that, like, I don't think white people are good at their victim marketing.
No.
Very bad at
course
victim
not.
Yeah.
marketing.
Yeah.
Now I also thought about it because like every once in a while you'll hear white guys be like, Irish were slaves too.
Yeah.
But we don't live in America anymore. Like that was in Ireland.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not like it's weird for black people in America because they still live with the same government that had them.
Right.
Meanwhile, Irish people moved here and we're
Yeah.
Just-
But
You're never-
over there's an animosity. Like my family's Scottish, they don't like the English
yeah.
at all. But I think the English did a pretty good job with Scotland. Like if you look at Braveheart to now,
Yeah.
Scotland's really improved.
Scotland's got their act in order.
I mean, they got
Cut a couple
roads,
guys' heads off. You
got
got
some
some fucking roads.
pants. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
killing it. They're not painting their face like idiots anymore. Like
Yeah.
shit is going well now that England has stepped up and got the Scot out of them. And I say this as a proud Scot.
Yeah.
I love the accent. I love all that kind of stuff. And English food sucks,
Oh, it's the fucking worst.
but Scottish food.
But God,
Haggis?
Haggis?
That just sounds disgusting.
Fuck
I don't
dude.
know what it is.
haggis
Haggis.
sounds
Haggis
like
is a sheep's stomach. Wait a minute.
no. That's
The intestines
that's
put into
tripe.
a sheep's stomach.
Son, that shit is white chitlins.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah.
That's exactly
Dude,
what the fuck it
Scottish
is.
Scottish are the black,
Whitlands.
the white black people. They're the white Africans, tribal people with the face, but like this is what we do, bro.
Africa's pretty big, bro. There's-
Colonized by white people. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of-
I'm just saying. That's our history.
There's a lot
Fighting
of
for
countries in
freedom.
Africa.
You know what I mean?
No,
We
see, this
are-
is exactly what I was
Bravehearts.
just saying. Like, white people be like, Irish were slaves too.
Yo, we
You run
were
into some-
slaves too.
You
bro.
run into some problems.
You know?
Eh,
Yes.
I'm not trying to out trauma you.
Look,
That is the thing to do now is to out
Yeah,
trauma.
like
huh?
I just fuck, man. And that was gonna be my flagrant thought of the week. By
Which
the way.
is?
So like this Queen and Slim movie that
Dude,
came out.
nobody likes this movie.
Dog,
huh?
I'm just tired of seeing motherfucking movies with like cops shooting niggas, fucking slave movies, fucking all that black trauma shit. Like I get it, it's profitable now.
Yeah.
I get people are making a shit ton of money. Shout out what's her face, Lena Waithe.
Yeah.
I think she's super talented. I still love the Thanksgiving episode of Master of None, but like I'm tired of it, dog. I'm tired of it. Like the trailer looked great. I was like, there's no way I
The
could
trailer
work.
looked great.
The trailer
was
looked
the
really
trailer?
good.
I didn't
The trailer,
get it.
it was shot really well. Like the cinematography is like, you know, say what you want about how it's written, whatever. Like
Yeah.
the way it's shot, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm just good on fucking black trauma movies for like a good 10-15
White
years.
women aren't done yet. All right? They still like it.
You're like, wait a minute. Have you seen? And then they try to guilt you for like not wanting to watch it or not liking it. It's like, how can you be pro-black? How can you be this, that, and not support this movie? I'm like, dog, like I'm tired of seeing
Can I
this
just
shit,
give you $10?
Bro, yeah. Like,
GoFundMe, I can just give money to and not waste my fucking time.
movies or the
I will give
reparations.
you the $10 just so I don't have to get fucking bombarded with these images over and over a fucking again.
Yeah.
Like, God, like I don't.
Yeah.
There's plenty of great black movies without all this fucking trauma that you can fucking make a shit ton of money out of.
Yeah.
But fuck,
We need the black success movies. We need the George Washington
man,
Carver.
Jesus Christ.
We need that peanut butter documentary, bro.
Yo, you know what the actual
Nobody
I
has
love that's
made
how your go-to like
peanut butter documentary.
proud black
no,
guy.
but we've had
Yo, he's
like, yo,
good.
George
He's
Washington
good.
Carver,
He's
man,
good
peanut
because
butter,
he's
bro.
kind of a deep cut black dude.
It is.
He's
Son,
not
it is.
super. He's not MLK. That's like hacky.
No.
George Washington Carver is not
He's
a
like,
deep
George
cut.
Washington Carver
but
is
it's
like, it was written.
It's
Yo,
the B side of the album.
It's the
Yeah,
B-side.
It was written.
But
Martin
if
Luther
that-
King's like
B-side black,
bro. If that movie was amazing, we could make him the most famous George Washington.
I'm sure we can.
shit.
In terms
that's a
of
valid
legacy,
point.
right? And in terms of
'Cause
actual like
outside of being like the
utilization.
first president, like whose legacy is actually like
Yo,
who's
first of all, do you carry cash? Washington slapped
I don't
because
ca- I
the
don't-
cash
I only-
was
I only
around.
carry- I only
Do
carry
you carry
singles
cash? The
for
only reason
one
I have
occasion,
cash
bro.
is because we're doing live shows. If it wasn't for doing these like spots around the city, I wouldn't have cash. That dollar bill keeps
Strippers.
George Washington alive.
Nah, he the first though.
Say what?
He the first.
I'm aware that he's the first. Who's the first president of fucking or prime minister of England? Nobody
Nobody
fucking
cares.
knows.
No,
Nobody
if I was
gives
in
a
We're
shit.
gonna forget about it.
And the more shit we learn about George
Washington Carver, the peanut butter is not going away.
Still slaps.
We got almond
Peanut
butter,
products,
cashew,
yo. Peanut
all
oil.
this stuff.
You like Thai
Nutella.
food?
Boom.
You like Thai food?
He didn't invent Thailand. That being said,
What were they cooking with before?
what?
I bet they were using like
Nooters.
See, it's funny. It's funny.
slaps.
It's funny.
Nooters place. Nooters place.
Neuters.
No, but they were probably using like a soybean oil or whatever. You know what I mean?
He didn't invent peanuts. They had peanuts. It's a
They
plant.
had peanuts,
They had
dog.
peanuts
They
in
use
Thailand.
peanut oil.
So this is what we do. We do George Washington Carver documentary. We need to do the positive black experience thing.
We get what's his face to play him, Black Panther.
Julia
What's his
Roberts.
name?
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
Get her in there.
George Washington Carver.
Get her in there.
Yo, why? Yo, first off, I don't know why people try to act like that wouldn't be fucking a must-watch fucking movie.
Julia Roberts delivers her most engaging performance ever.
As Harriet Tubman? Are you kidding me? Yo, Queen and Slim, I'm like, it's on
Yeah.
Netflix, I'll watch
Bro,
They should have got Dolezal.
it.
Dolezal could have pulled it off too.
she definitely could have.
Bro, she believes that shit.
Also, Dolezal, truthfully, has done more for the black community than almost any actress.
yo, that's
true.
That's the
take.
that's the
Let's
ugly
talk about it.
No,
It's true.
it's
Let's
facts.
talk about it.
This is the ugly truth
What do you
about
mean by
Richard
that?
Dolezal.
What do you mean by that?
She like work with the NAACP and like help.
Highly
I think she was like a
revered.
leader.
Like
of
highly
something
revered.
that.
Like she worked
Yeah.
up the ranks, was doing like
Yeah.
really good shit, and then he just found out she was white, and then they were just like, no,
You out. You done.
you out.
Wow.
It is crazy. I mean, it does out you as kind of fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Which is
a problem.
fine.
Which is
Listen,
a problem.
it's totally fine if
Yo,
like
but this is the thing that's
Genius is
interesting.
crazy. That's what
This
Kanye
thing is
always
interesting.
says.
Rachel Dolezal admits that she's not black but wants to be, and now she's crazy. Sean King, do you know that writer?
Yeah.
He won't admit that he's white, even though we know he's fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
His
He
brother
have
looks like you.
fucking eyes,
They're exactly the same, right?
Hilarious.
Dude, he won't admit it, and he's still the top guy. Who's the top guy? D-Ray, we don't know where he's gone.
D-Ray in that vest, that gotta go.
We don't know. We haven't heard from D-Ray. Sean King is holding it down. Who else?
Is he really?
Name another journalist.
God
Son,
damn.
you got me right there.
I fuck with David D.
Name another journalist,
But he's
I'm
not-
out.
He don't got the numbers that Sean King got. I get it.
Sean King, dude.
Fuck, he really still out here.
Is he a
Damn.
journalist?
White people got it good, bro.
I don't know what the fuck. I just see him on Twitter.
This is how little I give a fuck about journalists. Every time you say Sean K, I think we're talking about Kemp. He stopped playing 20 years ago.
I honestly thought you were going to talk about Sean Kingston, like, yo, beautiful girl.
Is he doing an album with Antonio Brown?
Yeah, Antonio Brown got shot, like, right next to him, which is, like, a great rapper tale.
Wait,
Yeah.
Antonio Brown
Hold
got
on.
shot?
Yeah, Antonio Brown rapped on this song about how he got shot, and Sean Kingston was there. So Sean Kingston was on the song.
wait, Antonio Brown,
The wide receiver.
the wideout.
Pittsburgh
Yes.
Steelers, New
Got
England Patriots. Apparently a couple years ago. Didn't tell anybody. Got shot.
I think he's lying.
I think so. He's
lying. I don't think he
hasn't
took a
proved to be
play
the
off.
most reputable source of the truth lately. But I mean, yeah, that's what's happening. I haven't heard the song. I wouldn't put my ears through that. But yeah, I thought you were talking about Sean Kingston.
No, not talking about Sean. Shouts to Sean King. We
Who
got
has
to get
done
him
more
on
for
here.
me than Sean King has?
How do we even get into this? I'm not even sure.
Talking about
Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim
Harriet Tubman,
being trash.
Julian Roberts.
Queen and Slim trash.
Queen
No,
and
we're
Slim, I don't
talking
think.
about.
No, here's the thing. I don't think Queen and Slim is trash. I haven't seen it. I can't give it. I just
haven't
don't
even seen it?
No, I just don't want to see black trauma movies no more.
I'm,
Bro. Like,
I'm
it's just
with
not
you.
my. I'm
never been into the slave movies.
It's weird.
Never been into.
It's
any of
fucking
that
weird.
Kind of
Like, am I the
Yeah.
only one that thinks it's not
No,
fucking weird?
trust me.
You know
Also,
what it-
as a white guy, slave movies aren't that great for us
They're
either.
not-
It's not like we're feeling great
Why
at the
would
end of
you
these.
go?
Yeah,
What-
yeah.
If any white guy that goes to that
It's
movie is
guilt.
trying to live,
Guilt is profitable.
They're trying to feel
Guilt
the good
is
old days.
exactly.
It's like a
Somebody has
Civil War reenactment. That's what it is.
Yes.
They're putting on the fucking costume. They're going there. I swear to God, if you're getting off on those movies, there's something
wrong with
deep
you,
inside
dude.
of you that.
I get if you see like Roots. Everybody sees Roots. Okay,
I don't see Roots.
It could've stopped at
they show
Roots.
Roots in fucking in grade school. Like,
Yeah.
get that. I even give you a pass if you saw Django, because like you're killing slave masters.
Django-
All right,
Django was
fire.
Django was
Django
fucking
rules.
awesome.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
Django is different.
Jenga
I can't thought he was saying Jenga.
The only reason why Django was good is because
Django
it
is
was
different is because
Yeah.
he's a superhero.
Yeah.
He wins, right? So he kills the bad guy.
And it's
right?
just a hot movie. It's action. It's fucking
Tarantino, it's
shooting.
shot well,
Yeah.
great
exactly.
one-liners, great monologues.
Sure.
Like, that's my type of shit.
Sure, but
no
there
Hobbs
is
and Shaw, though.
something. There is something off about. There is something off about these types of movies. But I've realized what it is. I think I understand what it is because the same thing exists for women, right? There are a million podcasts that women watch that are listened to that are about like serial killers and like murders, right? Like all these like murder mystery podcasts, all that kind of stuff. There's 3 different Law and Orders, right? Which every episode is a girl getting murdered, pretty much like that, right? And Criminal Minds, a bunch of other shows, just women getting murdered constantly, all about women getting murdered. And I think what it is women are told from a young age by their parents, hey, be careful when you go out, you could get raped or murdered. And they're told that every single day, and it doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
my dad wouldn't shut up about it. He's like, "You're gonna get raped." To you? Every time, yeah, to all of us.
Really?
No. That was funny to imagine
some
somebody saying
confidence
that
in you.
every single day to a daughter. Yeah. He's like, "Son, you got a great ass. They're gonna get you. Someone's gonna titty fuck you." That's son.
a lovable father right there.
It's like, "Son, I've seen you getting out of the shower, and boy, you are gonna get raped."
So, so basically, there's this. Aren't you from PA?
Yeah.
Wow, and he never sent you that Sandusky camp?
No.
He didn't care.
No, we were Notre Dame fans. Fuck Penn State. I was like happy when that news dropped. I was like, yes.
We won't rape you in the college.
Yeah, we'll get you a
rape you in the
church.
church.
Yeah, we'll get you a church, baby. Either way, you're getting it.
So they're told this thing about the world. It doesn't exist in that way. So they're listening to these podcasts and watching these shows to confirm this idea about the world that they've been sold but doesn't exist to them. And I think what happens with so many of these these news stories that happen, you know, like Barbecue Becky or like white ladies, like these
Me.
you. No, real talk. Real talk.
Me.
Real
Right,
talk.
yeah.
So it's like
Funny
I
if you
think
didn't think of him.
Yeah.
Well, I think, and again, I can't speak for you guys,
Yeah.
but I don't know how many like overtly racist things have happened in your life. I know you've had like the cop pulls you over for no fucking reason. I've been in the car with Alex when it happened, and I'm sure you have a million of these different things where someone's kind of
yeah.
following you. But the overt, like, hi, I'm a cartoonishly racist person. I'm going to be racist to you. I bet doesn't happen as much as has been sold to you. Is that fair to say? Overt racism.
Overtly, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, that's the thing. That's why this shit kind of sells so much now, because
so what I'm saying
the new
is-
type of overt racism is like the shit that's
under the table,
like in your face, but like, you know.
Right. So just to finish the point,
Yeah.
is these stories are so sexy to us because they confirm a belief we have about the world that we don't see all the time.
Of course. You know what? You know what happens? I'll watch those movies, and like the first 5 minutes, there's like a fucking take any fucking black trauma movie. I think it was the hate you give. I just saw that a few weeks ago.
Son, you fucked
right?
up.
And yeah, I know, it was wild. And
That shit is like homework.
when
for
you
kids.
watch those movies, when you watch
That's the one with
it's about,
Donald Glover and Rihanna?
No, that's the shit on Amazon.
Son, ain't no movie with Donald Glover. and
I think
Rihanna.
Ava DuVernay. This is an Ava DuVernay
No,
flick.
this
I
is
think.
Donald Glover and Rihanna movie.
Yeah, it was on Amazon. I
Is
forgot
he
the name
black
of it.
again? What happened with Donald Glover?
Who? Donald Glover?
Yeah.
He's black?
Bro, he trying.
I'll fuck with Donald Glover, bro.
He had that fucking black trauma video that we all pretended
This
was
is America.
hot. Yeah.
This is America was a fire.
Nah, yo.
I thought it was pretty good.
I thought it was good. What are you talking about?
I can't. I don't want that from Donald Glover, yo.
This is America.
Yeah,
I can write a sitcom and make millions of dollars and be an actor. This is America.
With my wife and a half white baby. This is America.
I can be woke with marry a white woman. This is America.
My name is Donald and I am Black Struggle. This is America.
Listen,
I don't use deodorant. I perform for white teenagers. This is America. It's like, shut the fuck up, bro.
I still joke from Patrice and get all the credit. This is America.
He stole This is America.
Oh gosh.
Apparently it was somebody else's song, wasn't it? I don't know. Yeah, he got all this shit for it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I like the song. Anyway, the point I was saying, like, so when I watch these movies, the first thing I do,
Kaz, white people
is,
are talking.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Andrew.
yeah, racism's not real. Racism's not real. Get over it. God damn.
Send it out to the AP. God damn it.
Super cut of all.
If you guys fucked me on this and just had a supercut of just a clip of me being like, gooks are up. And be like, oh my God, they got me.
He's back again. God damn it.
We're just gonna recut all this. Like, are you sure that's what you want to say?
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't.
No,
it's
I'm
just-
ready. I'm
it's
ready to talk.
recuts of just this side of the table.
You guys aren't even here today. We did a special
Lights are off.
Don't fucking joke about it because people will do that.
People are gonna do it. People are gonna do it. Listen, that's the beauty of this podcast. That's the beauty of this show. People know what they're getting when they come to this show.
Bro, we have an episode where Kaz is wearing a MAGA hat the whole
The
episode.
entire fucking episode.
Not a single
Not
screenshot.
a single screenshot. Hasn't leaked. Not one.
Really?
Yo,
Not one.
this is we've created the
Good.
last
We've created-
bastion of
yes.
fun that
Good.
exists on planet Earth. A black
It's a safe
guy
house.
Shouts to
from
the patrons
Africa,
for that.
the
And this is
guy
like a
who
year
took
ago.
out Jussie Smollett, literally wearing the MAGA hat.
Yo, speaking of,
What?
by the way,
Yes.
my agency dropped me and kept Jussie Smollett. Just so you know.
Oh my god!
This is America. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, crazy.
Which agency?
A guy who faked a hate crime
Oh my
kept
god.
his job.
Yeah, which agency, yo? Say it. Just say it.
Fuck them. Say it.
UTA.
Oh, they're a good name. They're one of the big, 3 or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck they are.
Yeah, no, that's a big one.
Yeah.
UTA is big
The thing
for
that
stand-up.
sucks, the thing that really sucks though, is the agents that I had liked me and I got along with them, but it came from just the
Higher
top
ups.
was just immediately
Yeah.
like, no, you got to get rid of him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And who do they? Who else do they represent? Let's just see.
UTA
know-
reps a fucking ton of people.
Do you know? I bet if we look through, we can find like super racist sketches they've all done. Who do they represent?
I'm pretty
UTA?
sure- I'm pretty
Wait,
sure
don't
they're-
they represent?
They represent
Amy?
everybody. Everybody.
I'm pretty sure they rep disease.
Aziz,
They
but
rep everybody.
And this guy doesn't even know what wine a woman wants. You know what I mean? He won't even ask what kind of wine do you like on a
Fucking
date.
pervert.
Yeah.
on a
Hate monger.
Yo, real talk. On a scale of like Indian raping. Bro, like when Indians found out about that, you think they were embarrassed? Like when Indian rapists found out about
You need a
Aziz's
bitch-
rape,
Something to drink?
you don't prefer them thirsty?
Yeah, they were like upset. They were like, he's gay. This motherfucker's gay, dude. Who treats women like this? You gotta take it.
The gayest rape.
Fuck, Son, you don't even rape like an alpha.
Beta rape. Holy shit. Oh my god. Jesus
Oversized
Christ.
Metallica t-shirt.
Oh my god.
I love this fucking special too on Netflix.
Oh, did you like it?
I like this special because he was still fucking pissed off, and you could tell, but he couldn't be like. You heard it like in his voice where he was like, you know, trying to act like he's, you know, grown and become like a better person, but like still like underneath, just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I want to show over this shit.
He opens addressing it, and then he's like, okay, now we can move on, and does his special. It's pretty funny.
But is it? Does he actually say what he feels, or is he apologizing?
I don't know. Who knows?
No, he sounds like a very like he has like a sincere
nice,
thing,
but it's like also, what did he do?
Pick the wrong girl.
Brought home a girl.
Sound like
and
an
was,
awkward date to
trying
me.
to fuck her.
I'll tell you what he did. White woman. That's what he did. A white woman. Hey, that shit could come back on you, bruh.
Very true.
Playing a dangerous game.
True.
That's it. You're talking about that's Jenga Unchained right there. Every white woman, you pulling a block out of the tower. You get the wrong one, that whole shit gonna topple.
It's very true.
So a brown woman, you don't think that would have happened?
Bruh, the bitch got wine.
No.
We good, son. We know what rape really is. We from India.
oh my god,
Hey, you out here fucking around, motherfucker. Didn't ask what kind of wine I want.
to give him some
So you
wine.
can't take that shit to your mom from
Really?
India. She'd be like, sit your bitch ass down, pussy.
You should have been his lawyer.
It's like when
Your Honor. There was wine.
This man's a fucking pussy.
Your Honor, there was wine.
Oh my god.
just looking through your notes. Says here it was a 1997 Bordeaux.
Your Honor, Seinfeld was playing. Is that not hilarious?
Bro, that was my favorite part. Do you know he turned on Seinfeld?
Yeah, I remember that. Now that you bring it up. But didn't he, I swear to God, didn't he do nothing wrong?
I mean, I don't.
Criminally? For sure nothing, right?
No,
I don't
there's
remember.
nothing wrong. There's a but to turn on Seinfeld to get a girl to wet up. I mean, dude,
Can you
Seinfeld
imagine-
of wine?
That's my go-to.
you go through Seinfeld.
Yeah, either
Seinfeld's
Seinfeld,
always on
Office,
for-
just something
Yeah.
that I know, so I can just like hear
Mental
it in the
clock.
background.
Can you imagine?
mental clock.
Can you imagine aggressively trying to get pussy with "Look to the cookie, Elaine"?
I mean, Seinfeld only comes on during fucking hours. Like, when you think about it, like it only comes on at like 11 p.m.
You think he
or
turned on
like
cable?
in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Like
Damn,
when you're not
Seinfeld,
working.
yeah, I guess.
Seinfeld is only on when
You
you're
always see
fucking.
Family. I see Family Guy in the background of a lot
Family
of
Guy's up
amateur
there.
porn. Family Guy's a go-to.
You sounded like Stewie right there.
I'm more of a Ken Burns documentary guy.
I like a Fast and the
So you put him to
Furious.
sleep like Cosby.
Yeah, you don't even need to drug him. You just toss on some Ken Burns. Put some right out.
He can't help himself.
Yo, Alex, just for our own entertainment, you gotta give us a supercut to plan a Patreon.
Dude, you're
Just
killing
a
me.
Patreon, yo.
You're killing me. Don't do it.
God, bro.
Oh, I'm kidding.
They put
No, they're
themselves
gonna
to
do it.
sleep.
It's all right.
It's fun. It's fun.
You know what one of these like conservative heroes got to do is go through and cut together clips of every like AOC, Hillary, and just cut it together of them
have.
saying some horrible shit, and then just retweet it.
They had
Just cut
AOC,
it
like,
together and fuck up
twerking and
anything.
shit.
So if if AOC says something like it's terrible that we treat poor people as if you are less than, and then just cut it up to say like poor people, you are less than, and then just put that out.
Yeah, but it's also what happens with the left. You can't really get them because when they offer an apology, the left takes it.
Yeah.
Typically.
Yeah, but usually you still got
Normally,
there
if-
has to be punishment beyond an apology. Usually you lose something, that's the pound of flesh, and then you apologize. and
What's
then
the
we're done.
guy's name? That's actually because Louis apologized. They haven't forgiven him.
No.
Bro, did you see what Louis said?
Yeah, I just heard
This
about
was
that.
hilarious.
Oh.
Did you see what he said?
Auschwitz joke?
What was it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's funny.
Dude, it was so funny. He's in Tel Aviv he's in Israel doing a like late night show or something. Was
Yeah.
that the context? And he goes, guys, I mean, it's tough for me. I'd rather be in Auschwitz than in New York right now. And then he goes, I mean,
Like
now that it's closed.
Yeah. What's crazy about it is he had done that joke before. He had done that
millions of
joke.
times.
He had done that joke on the clips that came out. That YouTube set of governors that came out.
Right.
He did the joke then too. The joke's funny. He's like Auschwitz now. He's like, do you think people at Auschwitz back then were like, someday they're going to be like selling tickets to get in here? Like, there's going to be a museum here. It's funny, man. He's
I had a Shane Gillis effect with Louis, where after the controversy, I was like, I think I like this guy.
yeah.
Maybe that's an Indian in me.
Akaash never liked Louis.
I love
Never
Louis
liked
jokes
Louis.
when someone else would tell me them. His ideas are always brilliant, but then watching an hour of his comedy was my Ken Burns documentary. Put me to fucking
Really?
sleep, yo. I can't finish.
It was the first time where I felt that Louis might be for white people.
Oh, the show, dog? Because I fuck with Ron. Actually, I
I
started...
never considered it. I was like, I just love this guy. This guy's hilarious.
He's for white people,
but
yo.
he might resonate. There's like an angst in him that might just
Maybe.
resonate more with us.
I'm fat. I don't have hair. Whoa. My kids are annoying. Whoa. That's 30 minutes of a movie special.
You're literally.
Cass, did you like Louis?
I fuck with Louis.
Yeah, I fuck with Louis, too.
I think
don't
black people
white
like
people.
Louis.
Like Louis wrote fucking Pootie Tang. Of course I fucking love Louis C.K.
Yeah, but have you watched a full Louis C.K. special ever in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you finished.
I watched all of them. I was a Louis C.K.
I went to a
fan.
live show. I went to
Yeah.
him at the
That's
Garden.
why
Yeah.
I
Wait,
saw
why'd you say
him-
was?
No, I still am.
right,
Like,
there you
I like Louis now.
Drinking on himself. Like, I will say that right to anybody.
I saw Louis at the Cellar. This is during his comeback.
Yeah.
And it's the hardest I've laughed at a live comedy show that I can remember. I mean, I wasn't doing the comic in the back that like does a stupid loud laugh so that the comic on stage knows. I was laughing like this. I was laughing like hand in my face, trying not to distract. It was that fucking funny, dude.
He's a funny motherfucker,
He's
man.
hilarious.
He's hilarious. Like,
five.
even the way he
I
got
always thought
canceled is
Bill Burr
hilarious.
was
Like,
as smart as him and a better performer, and I fucking loved Bill. I
I
love
love them
Burr.
both.
But Burr's funnier
I
to
love
me.
them both. Yeah,
Burr's
Burr's
funnier to me, and in my mind is not close. And then a part of it was also every fucking Louis thing he ever said. Some blogger would write a think piece about Louis changes the way we look at fat women.
Yeah, there was like a.
I can't get mad at the fucking reaction.
I know, that's on me.
This
That's
is like
on
a
me.
2 or
I know.
3 year phase
I know
right
what you're
before he
saying.
got busted that
Yeah.
he did start to get like kind of it came off as pretentious and very like high art and all this shit that did like kind of fucking rub me the wrong way because he was my favorite forever. And there was like a 3 year period of like everything he said like he said was like, wow, oh, this is crazy. I shouldn't have done that, but you know what I mean. And then when he got in trouble or like all that came out, I was like, no, he's the best ever.
Even
He's
the way he
the
got
best
me
ever.
too is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he's jerking off on himself.
Yeah.
He didn't touch nobody. He didn't like.
Yo, that's a great way to. I jerked off on me.
No, like I mean, granted, yeah, I understand this probably.
Coming in my palm?
Yeah, bro.
We gotta do a sketch where we just defend him. Like we
Listen.
defend every Me Too.
Listen,
I'm so in, yo.
like honestly,
He got you the Oscar.
I was thinking about with Weinstein was, do you think he was like, oh, I thought these girls were into me? like when all these allegations came out, I was like, what the fuck? We were on a date.
he was probably telling us just like, no, we were.
It's like, I thought I was a fucking pussy magnet. I didn't know they didn't like
Yo,
me.
that is a possibility. That's an amazing
Yeah, he was
defense.
probably like, wait, I thought they liked me. They never
Why
were like,
can't
they
they
liked
like
me for me.
Why can't they think I'm hot? So we're basically looking at him like, you disgusting troll. There's no way people could like you. You must have raped. You are too unattractive for
Yeah.
consensual sex. That's
I
what.
think a couple of those stories were pretty. Like one of them was like he followed this chick, this waitress back, and then
Yeah.
he followed her into like a wine closet cellar, and he was like
Jerked off on a
let's,
plant.
Let's give me head, and she was like no, and he was like, you care if I just jerk off then? She jerked off. She was like okay.
You want to know something crazy? I met her.
Oh really?
Yes.
Really?
What did she say?
What was that like?
What did she say?
Did she address the wine scene?
I met her pre.
Mm.
And I remember we were it was at a Christmas party from my cousin. And I remember seeing her and immediately jerking off on the Christmas tree. So I think I really understand
So it's
what
her.
wines. It's her, bro.
It's her.
She
She got
elicited
it.
something inside of you, dude. I saw her and I glazed that fucking tree immediately. No, but all jokes aside, she's friends with Bill, you know Bill Schulz, the guy who was on my second cousin who was on like Red Eye and shit. But yeah, they've been friends forever. And he told me, yeah, that was the fucking girl. She's like she's like a broadcaster. She's like on
Really?
like Fox
Jesus.
11 or something in LA.
Yo, jerking off on a reporter is bold.
No, on the tree.
It's literally her job to tell people.
Wait, what's your job title? Report.
The pressure you got.
Like, hope we don't remember this one.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it shoots.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Whatever. Whatever.
Go for
I'm gonna
it.
stop
No,
now.
this is the place
You're
where
in the
it's-
safe
We're
space.
done.
What do you have to lose, yo?
Yeah.
Patrons?
True. No, it's funny that him and Louis are in the same sentence all the time.
Right.
Harvey Weinstein and Louis.
Because Louis did nothing for those girls.
And then me.
and
then me. It goes the
Louis
whole way
did
down.
nothing for
Louis
those
did
girls
do nothing.
at all.
Such a funny thing.
You
Those
think
girls got
Louis is worse.
I mean, in terms of career, like Louis did absolutely jack shit for those girls.
Oh my God. That's so
Harvey did
funny.
everything.
Yeah, but I think Harvey
Harvey
was
the
like
hero.
fucking him.
Harvey's a hero for
Harvey
those
the
girls.
hero. That's his
I think
nickname.
Harvey was doing more than jerking off, though. I think
Oh,
Harvey
yeah, no, he was
getting a little
fucking
wacky.
No, he was getting wacky. There's no question.
getting wacky.
He was getting wacky.
He was getting
You got a little rowdy.
I love how,
But
I love
they
how
got
we
the
G-rated
role.
that part.
They got the role, though. They got the
Double
role.
wacky.
Like that's very important. They got the role. At the end of the day, he delivers the neuders. At the end of the day, Shane,
Yeah,
there's nothing
no.
you can say about
Now
it.
you're talking my language. Now I get your point. Now you threw that in, I understand what you're saying.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, I'm going to take a second. I need to talk to you guys about something. I think this is very important here. If you're a homeowner, you're thinking about becoming a homeowner. I'm a homeowner. Getting insurance for your home can be a pain in the ass, but it's very important. Okay, it was a pain in the ass for me. I had to go through several different insurance companies, brokers of the companies. It was kind of an awful experience, and buying a home is already a very stressful thing. So if you're doing it, especially if you're doing it now, you know December can be a real busy month. It's probably the busiest month out of the year. There is this company called Policy Genius. And they basically reimagine the entire process. So you can get the right coverage at the best price. Here's all you need to do. This is it. You head to policygenius.com, answer a few quick questions about yourself and your property. Then Policy Genius will compare your policy against options from top insurers to make sure you're getting the right insurance coverage at the best possible price. They say they save their customers an average of $690 per year just doing that, okay? I mean, that's $700 free dollars you get to do. So if you already have insurance for your home, make sure you're getting the best insurance. Make sure you're getting the best price. You know these people can hike up prices. You know these people won't make their prices compete with the modern market. You probably locked into some rate 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, and you could be doing way better. You just go to policygenius.com. That's it. They're going to find you the best rate, especially compared to what you're currently paying. All right? And they'll do all the work to get you switched. Now, if you own a car, Policy Genius will compare your home and auto policies across different insurers, even mix and match to find you savings. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Whether you need home insurance for a new place or just want to shop your current policy, head to policygenius.com today. You can get started on your smartphone right now. Policy Genius. When it comes to home insurance, it's nice to get it right. Okay, back to the show.
Hey, one funny Louis thing, really won me back over on Louis, or won me over, is when he opened one of his shows after the scandal with, I like jerking off and I don't like to be alone. I hate to be alone, which is even shorter and better. And I hate being alone. So good.
He's
So
he
good.
is the best. He's the best.
What was your opening joke? Nap, do you still do it? Do you still reference it when you go on stage?
Yeah, I talk about it sometimes.
Okay, the first week after it happened, you're still going on stage. What was your opening joke? Can you say it, or are you going to give it away? And
No,
then you
I can say it. I'm not
Okay,
doing
what
it.
was
And
the-
they published it in the fucking USA Today. What
was the opening
They
line?
came to my show and recorded my sets. The fucking TMZ was there. I was walking
That's
into the
hot,
club
yo.
and they were like, shit. And I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? The first thing I said was, I am sorry. Like I didn't mean to offend anybody, but I want you guys to know I am reading all of my death threats in an Asian accent. So they are still funny. And then now I talk about how like I'll do shows and I kind of got to address being racist up front. Like if I'm doing shows, I gotta be like, hey everybody, I'm not racist.
Yeah.
And I always see like black audience members like, fuck.
I mean,
And then I run into them after the show, and they're like, "Man, what'd you do?" I'm like, "Asians," and they're always like, "Asians? They got you on Asians? Yep, they got me on Asians."
that's fucking hilarious.
Did you
The Jews, blacks, and gays will get you out of here quick. The Asians is.
did you actually want to be on
You know what
SNL?
I mean?
Was it a dream?
When I was young, yes. When I got into stand-up, no. Because I never thought, I mean, you look at SNL, it's like, that's not me. I'll never be on that. Who are they casting? What are they doing? It's not me at all.
Right.
And then as soon as like, so my agents asked me, do you want to do SNL? And I was like, no. Then SNL sent me a packet. I didn't even do it.
A packet described that to people.
writing packet. I'm sorry. Yeah. A writer's packet. It's just like, here, write like 5-6 sketches.
You also not. I talked to a guy who wrote on SNL, and he was like, "If you don't know, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to make him look bad." He's like, "If you don't know the fucking people involved, that packet does nothing."
Right, but just describe what a packet is. So a packet is essentially
it's like
you write out these sketches, and it's
Yeah.
like homework. It's like an essay. Essentially,
Write us
for
10
acceptance.
sketches,
Yeah.
create 3 characters,
Yeah.
and then submit everything.
They're
You gotta
basically
write the
seeing
full
what you
sketch.
can offer.
Yeah,
the
write
show.
a couple
Yeah.
sketches, and and then I said I just didn't do it. They sent it to me, I just didn't fill it out.
Same.
And then finally they saw me perform a couple times at like JFL and Clusterfest and all that shit, and they were like, "We want you to audition." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking do that." So you go in and audition on like the main stage at SNL, which is like, as soon as I did that, I was like, I want this shit so bad. Like as soon as you see SNL, it's like, fuck,
Right.
this is fucking awesome. And then, I mean, once it started, I knew I got it too. I knew I got it.
What do you mean?
Like you walked out of the audition saying, "I killed that shit."
Well, that night I ran into Che, and he was like, yeah, because I was like, damn, I felt nervous because my fucking hand was shaking with the mic.
What did you do?
Can
Did
you
they have
back
you do?
up?
I just did
up.
five
Back up. You
minutes
show up to the
stand-up.
audition. How many people are there?
The whole studio's empty except for a table of like writers and Lorne
That's-
Michaels.
that's intimidating.
Now, how
Yeah.
many comics are there for the audition?
I would say 6. The rest are like improv and shit like that.
Okay, so 6 comics are there total.
Yeah, yeah. Now they have already done a bunch of preliminary auditions. This is the final audition.
And so you're at the final. You went right. You skipped
I
the
went
line.
straight to the testing.
Okay, straight to the testing. You go out. You do stand up in front of them.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but doing stand up in front of 6 people,
In a big empty studio.
it fucks up your timing
Yeah.
because you're not used to laughs not lasting that long or silence at a
laughs.
certain
Yeah.
punchline, etc. So it can really fuck up your delivery. Do you stutter? Do you forget lines? Did it fuck anything up?
It was definitely like, it was funny because you're supposed to perform as if they're not there. You're supposed to perform as if the studio is there and there's just a fucking
That's
camera
weird.
Oh,
right in front of you and a
shit.
camera on the
And
side.
you're not getting any laughs,
And a guy
so-
holding a
yeah.
fucking boom above you. So you're just standing there and you got to pretend the studio's there. And like, I was like, I could feel my fucking hand shaking because of the adrenaline and shit, which hasn't happened since I like started.
Yeah.
There was that. Because you don't see the stage until you walk in. So they keep everybody auditioning outside in green rooms and shit. And then until you're on stage is the only time you see it. You walk in the room and it's like, whoo, there it is. And that's the first time you see Lorne Michaels and everybody's sitting there and it's like, holy fuck.
It's real.
And then, so when the table would laugh, I was like looking, pretending there was an audience, and then the table would laugh, and I'd be like, go back to telling jokes. But I was also told that they never laughed, and they laughed throughout my set. So I was like,
So you felt confident.
that's pretty good. And then I ran into Michael Che later, and he was like, that was really good. And I was like, my fucking hand was shaking. He was like, you were the most comfortable one by far. And that helped me a lot because I didn't care about getting it.
Right.
So the whole time I was just like, I don't give a fuck. And all these other, like these improv kids from
care
like
so
Second
much.
City in Chicago were
Yeah.
like crying.
Yeah.
And I was just, I was like, I'm never going to get it.
It has to be SNL.
Yeah.
Maybe they get into acting, but that's almost even more difficult. We have stand up. We can go tour. We can do
Yeah.
shows. We can make a living. There's other options for us, but they don't. So you go, you do it. Che's like, I think you got it.
Che, I ran into him at Bird Luger
Okay.
that night.
Yeah.
And he was like, you were the funniest
Shouts
one,
to Kev,
but
man.
Yeah,
RIP,
rest in peace,
man.
Kev.
he was like, you were the funniest one, but that means you probably didn't get it. Like he was just fucking with me. He was making fun of me.
Okay.
And so I was like, I think I fucking got it. I think I got it. And then you get callbacks to go meet everybody. If you get a callback, you go in and meet all the producers and writers and shit.
Yeah.
And it was me and 3 other kids that they were all improv. And they, first off, we're sitting there waiting because after you meet everybody, you sit in Lauren's office and wait for like 2 hours. It's like this intentional. The whole thing's intentional to fuck you up.
Yeah.
And make you like nervous. They try to make you nervous. Like before the audition,
To see
you
who
wait,
can handle it.
You wait for like 5
Well, I
hours.
did that, which is funny.
Yeah,
But they should, right?
Yeah.
It's like we need to see who has the brass balls.
yeah. I mean, this is going to be on live TV. We want to see if you don't
you're going to
freak
be next
out.
to Leonardo DiCaprio
yeah,
on live TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can't handle an audition with 5 people in an empty room, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in that situation.
So anyway, we're waiting for Lauren to come in and talk to us one by one, and they're like, these 3 improv kids are sitting there like talking about how they didn't like Chappelle's special.
Oh,
And I was just like, well, we're not going to get along because that was a really
was
good
great.
special. You're crazy.
yeah.
And they're like, well, it's just like, it's so backwards what he's saying. It's just like, you guys are fucking out of control. But anyway, he brings them in one at a time. One kid he just sent home. One kid he didn't even meet. And that was tough to watch.
That's
What-
fucking.
what-
They were like,
happened?
no, you're
What
good.
happened?
You can head out. And
He
it was
sends
just like,
out like an assistant
Yeah, he has
producer or
assistants.
something.
What did he
about.
do? Did he like make Asian jokes on a podcast?
yeah, no, that would have got him in the room.
Do you think that kid was like, what the fuck?
What he saw, I guarantee all of them.
Guarantee.
were. Everybody I auditioned with was like, fuck him.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote a fucking article that interviewed one of them.
And what is
Like
that?
somebody that auditioned with me that was like kind of shitting on me a little bit.
Really?
It's like, well, you didn't get it.
Of
and I
course,
got
that's
it,
why
you
I shit on you.
pussy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I go in, and so then he interviews the other 2, sends one of them home, and then I stay by myself for another hour. And I was like, all right, I definitely fucking got it. If they're singling me out and making me wait, now it's like, fuck, this is crazy. Go in, talk to him. Lorne Michaels is the fucking man. He is the fucking man.
Really?
He is the fucking
Why?
man.
What is it?
I don't know. He's a fucking guy.
Funny, charismatic?
He's funny. I mean, obviously he's charismatic. I mean,
I don't know him. You know
no,
what
but
I mean?
he is. He's just cool. He's
Okay.
just an old cool guy.
Yeah.
And like I would call him throughout the whole process, and we'd both be like, "Oh fuck, this is crazy."
Right.
He'd be like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
Like he was. I don't know. He was very nice. I don't think it was up to him.
What do you say about the conspiracy theorists
They're
who are like, who say things like, they knew that he had, like they must have done background checks. They knew that he had said this, and they thought it would just be great PR for the show.
well, it was horrible PR. It was.
Yeah.
And also, I know it was wrong. When I got there, they were like, "Did they vet you?" Like NBC had publicists call me the day before. They made the decision like 2 days before it got announced, so there was almost no time to vet me like that.
Ah, okay.
They also were like, they only checked Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. They're not checking podcasts.
Right, because who wants to
Who the
listen
fuck
to
has a
all that shit?
podcast? Nobody's gonna listen to 1,000 hours, even though,
Yeah.
like I said, 4 minutes in, you would have got me.
Yeah, yeah.
So they were like, yeah, we checked your social media and everything. I don't post jokes on social media.
Right.
Like I don't have Twitter jokes or anything like that. I have almost no stand up online. I had nothing online.
Right.
So they were like, yeah, you'll be fine. And I was like, you sure? You guys fucking checked everything? And they were like, why? I was like, well, I have a podcast where I say like retard
You told them.
and gay. And they were
told
like,
them.
no, that's fine. Yeah,
Interesting. So you suggested it to them.
I did. But I just knew I never said the N-word. So I was like, I'm fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Which is
Yeah.
what I thought too.
Yeah, I was like, I have no N-words on the record.
Or the F word.
On the record.
Before the
But yeah.
taping.
And then, and I was on I got the call from Lauren that was like, you got the job. You're going to go straight to cast, which I was like, whoa, that's crazy. 'Cause
Oh,
I thought,
so you could have been auditioning just to write.
Yes.
You didn't even know what you were auditioning for.
no, almost everybody goes to writing first for a year to watch the show and be around the show to figure out how it works. I was going straight to cast.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, he really wanted to use me because they don't have anybody like me on the show.
Right.
They don't have a fucking guy that could go on stage and be like, Trump fucking rules.
Right, right,
You
right,
know?
right,
And that's
right.
what they need for the election coming up. Because right
Yeah.
now it's just Democrats jerking off.
Do you think
yeah.
if they had you write for a year, nobody would have cared?
I think that guy would have posted that, but they wouldn't have fired me.
It wouldn't have been a news story, but
No.
the fact that it's like this kid is going to be on the show, he's going to be there weekly.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
But the guy who did it has like the weirdest obsession with SNL. He like always goes after Michael Che.
Yeah.
He always goes after Lorne Michaels. Like this guy is obsessed with the show.
Yeah.
So he would have got me right away writing, but nobody would have cared.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, none of us can name a writer on the show that's just a writer. Right.
I mean, I can
the general
now, but yes.
Yeah, but the general
Yes.
public is not going,
No.
oh my God, get that writer off. I think the general public thinks that the actors on the show write all the sketches.
They wouldn't have announced me. They wouldn't have even announced me.
Right.
Does it make
So-
you think this was meant to be this way?
What do you mean?
The timing of this whole thing. You get this cast, this part, so close to the election that Lauren is like, I mean, obviously you're funny, not to take anything away from you, but put him straight on the show. We can't fuck around making him a writer a year. We can use him right away.
Yeah.
If you were a writer, you're fine. You're still on SNL. You're still making money. You get on the show in a year. You're good.
Yeah.
It all kind of had to happen this way, it feels like.
How so? Like for what to take? What do you mean?
I mean, whatever's going to happen. I think right now you told me your Patreon is doing very well. So that's
Oh, you
coming
mean
from
with my life?
Yes,
Like,
and yeah, in
fate?
the story of your life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This had
I
to
mean,
happen this way.
Yeah,
It was like
I mean,
supposed to happen this way.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be a fucking intolerable dickhead if I got it. If I was like, yeah, fuck that, I wouldn't be here. yeah, you guys can call my fucking agent. Just trying to set something up.
So
yeah.
you needed the humble.
This is why I couldn't get Pete on the show.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, it helps to be humble,
Love
but
Pete.
it helps with comedy. I've always only wanted to do stand up,
Right.
and I mean the podcast I love, but
Dude,
that's it.
I was
So-
watching you, and I don't want to give away your bit, but I was watching you the other night, and it was the first time that like I really felt bad about the situation. Like obviously I felt bad, but I
Yeah.
knew you were going to be fine. And from when we were speaking, I could tell that you were like what I mean by a real stand-up, meaning like someone who wouldn't give stand-up up once they got success outside of stand-up, right? So it's like he's going to be all right, and if he's smart, he'll learn how to flip this and like turn this and kind of use this. But you were doing the joke about your sister being a heroin addict and having like a kid and a crack addict, and your dad being an alcoholic, and I was like, holy shit, like he was about to like switch like generational problems with this show, and then it was taken like I think the way it was spun is that you were just like some like rich Pennsylvania like Trump guy that lost an opportunity. You're not like one of these Harvard SNL guys.
No.
You're the complete opposite of the whites on SNL, right?
Yes.
And here was the opportunity to like change everything. This is the dramatic story I saw it myself in my head. Here's this opportunity to like change everything and fucking taken away, man. Taken away.
No,
I was like, oof.
the thing is other like this. I
mean, you're gonna be
everything will
fine.
I'm not like
your family, no, but you're going to be fine.
family, they're stuck. They were always stuck in the fucking mud. No, they're fine. They're fucking. You know, my sister's got cancer and all that, but everything's great. I just went home. My grandma died. My grandma died last week. My sister's going through chemo. Doesn't have hair. It's fun. It's fun. to be
Same
around.
sister.
Heroin sister or a different?
No.
Same sister, yeah.
Damn.
Guys, things are. I shouldn't have said it.
Said what?
Neuters. You know, I could have helped pay for my sister's medical bills, or I could have got some health insurance. But you know,
But
I think
now-
that blogger from Brooklyn was right. I should quit.
He's from Brooklyn?
I think so.
I thought he was in L.A.
If he here.
He might live there now.
Yeah, we're trying
I
to
don't
beat up comedy writers.
know. Comedy writers. Yeah, I hear
Like
you.
comedy bloggers, my fault, not comedy writers. Yeah, so if he lives in Brooklyn, I mean, I know a
brave
guy.
I
place
don't
to
want to
live.
threaten anybody.
I know a
Brave
guy.
place to
Nah,
live.
Really, I'm sure he's
You
gonna-
safe in bitch ass Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He not in black Brooklyn.
Ah,
You know what
yes,
I'm
yes,
saying?
yes, yes.
He's probably
He's in
like
vegan
Dumbo.
Brooklyn.
He's in vegan Brooklyn.
Yeah, where they moved all the black people out and then complain about what racist people say.
He knows who to pick on, though. Like he's not going to talk about any of the hood rooms for sure. And you can hear you can hear tons of racist jokes over there, but he's not talking about any of the hood comedy rooms. Because you will not live in Brooklyn talking about those dudes.
Yeah,
They operate differently.
You ain't saying nothing about Brooklyn Mike.
You're not saying nothing about Brooklyn Mike. You're not saying nothing about Smokey. You're not saying any of these
You're
dudes.
not going at Capone.
Nuh-uh. They will handle it differently.
I didn't even like ever like talk shit on him.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's acceptable.
Oh no, fuck
That's
those
great.
guys.
Yeah, I just don't care. I don't.
It's
fuck
just
them.
I've always said this. Like I'm not the comic in the room, but I've always said like just somebody who's like like took in culture. Like history will not look fondly on these type of people
On the censorship
who are
type,
like on censorship motherfuckers. Like we always remember the people who like broke those rules and like took those risks and all this. And nobody ever remembers like, hey, remember that guy that wrote that
You
article
are the
about
soccer mom burning
Chris
Eminem
Rock and
CDs.
yeah.
You are the guys who want to throw Lenny Bruce in jail.
Yeah.
You are all those people.
Oh, we
does-
slapped the parental advisory stick on Uncle Luke's album, and we celebrate that shit.
Yeah.
now. Nobody talks about fucking. Oh, remember when Tipper Gore was trying to make sure that didn't fucking happen? Like nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
you know. So I mean, you'll be fine. You'll be all right.
That reminds me, though, I do want it publicly known that I think saying I push boundaries was corny. I am ashamed of that.
Your apology?
In the
apology
apology letter.
letter.
Like, I'm a comedian who pushes boundaries. That sucked. That did suck. I had 5 minutes to write that apology.
Did you know you were getting fired when you wrote the apology?
I knew I was getting fired the whole time.
So was there a party that was like, fuck the apology?
Well, that kind of was the apology. I said, anybody actually offended, I'm sorry. I don't think anybody was actually offended.
No.
In the apology, I've been getting criticized for a non-apology because it was a non-apology.
Yeah,
That was
but-
not an apology.
So I would say if that's the route you're gonna go, is there a party that's like fuck a like thinly veiled non-apology? It's like, yo, if you're offended, that's kind of on you. You didn't listen to the
Kinda
podcast.
what this
Or
is.
2 minutes of a clip. That's your decision.
Yeah.
You can feel that way, but it wasn't that.
Well, here's the thing. So that night, when this whole thing broke, I was on my way to do a show. I got a call from my agent that was like, did you say let the fucking chinks live in Chinatown? And I was like, no. Why? I would never fucking, that's crazy. I would never say that. And then I listened to the clip and I was like, oh, I was using like an old timey voice. I was like, man, let the fucking chinks live there. And so I was like, that's how I said it. I wouldn't say it for, that wouldn't be a real thought.
You're
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
fun of the character that would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so then I listened to it and I was like, oh fuck. So
Happens
then
to
the
be
whole thing happened.
100% believable with your face.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And your name. Shane ain't helping.
Yeah.
Shane a country ass name.
I really
None
think
of it was
that's it. You just got a racist ass face.
I had chewing tobacco in my mouth when I said it. I had to dip in during that podcast.
Did you
for
really?
real. Yeah. I was like, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, you as white as it gets, dog.
Yeah,
I've been looking
like-
for your lips this whole podcast.
If I was that type of black dude, I'd rob you. If I was that type, you look like the Robin type.
No, you don't want to rob these guys,
He's
bro.
he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Big dude named Shane Dips.
His
He
face
can
is
fight,
real,
bro.
real soft features around the face.
Yeah, but
Nice.
he's the guy that like comes back with like firemen.
I'll be gone.
Farmers, yo, farmers.
Different.
They're not
it's
coming
different.
back.
There's different whites. You want to rob like the Harvard.
You want to
whites.
rob? Yeah.
You want to rob like private school whites. You
The
don't
kid
rob
who wrote
these
the
guys.
article about him.
Those
Rob
are the guys that get
motherfucker.
robbed.
No,
He ain't
you
doing
beat those
nothing.
guys up. Like,
I
those
would-
guys get
I-
punched in the
They got
face.
daddy's money, yo.
I'd be very robbable.
Yeah,
I
see?
wouldn't put up a fight. All you would get is like $10 and a can of Skull.
Hey, it's about the principle. A flip phone.
But no, I got to all the shit broke out. Fuck, I forgot what I was talking about.
Call from your agent. on the way to the show. Did
so
you say
then,
this?
so then NBC calls and is like, "We need an apology right now, or you're fucked. We need an apology that's like, this is inexcusable. What I said, and racism is never acceptable. Like all this shit." And I was like, I didn't realize I was on the phone with them. Also, it was in a group text where it was like, this is inexcusable. And I was like, but I have an excuse. I was trying to be funny. And they were like, what? I didn't know they were on the line. Also,
Oh,
I thought I was
gosh.
just talking to my agent. I was like, tell them to shut the fuck up. I have an excuse. And they were like, what? And I was like, well, all right. I'm
Your
in it
agent
now.
didn't
I
tell
gotta-
you?
It was just a phone call. No, I didn't know. It was just
That's
right.
the first thing you say. It's a fucking episode of Curb Your
Yeah, yeah,
Enthusiasm.
yeah.
When you're on speakerphone, you say you're on speakerphone.
Yeah.
If you're on a conference call with motherfuckers are about to fire you,
So,
you say, hey, I got SNL on the line.
No, it's the NBC Public.
Who's
no,
his agent,
It
yo?
was 90 phone calls. It was chaos.
It's a lot.
Bro.
It's a
It
lot. I
was-
can see.
It was
that.
9/11.
That's valid.
Do you have a new agent? Did
It was
sign with someone
9/11.
else?
No, I don't have an agent.
So you're
No.
booking all this stuff by yourself?
I have management.
Ah, your management.
Yeah.
Your management did not leave you.
Management did not.
Shouts to your management. Who's
True.
your management?
AGI. Shout out
AGI.
AGI.
Oh, shouts to AGI. Yo, you with Becky?
Yeah.
Becky's my girl, yo.
Yeah.
Becky ass fan.
That's
Love
my
you, Bex.
manager.
Oh, that's what's up.
You were with Becky.
I was with Becky. I shouldn't have left, clearly.
Things worked out.
Loyalty. Love to see it.
So yeah, NBC's calling and saying you need to apologize. Then I'm talking to other people that are like, you can't apologize. Like I was like, I can't apologize.
Yeah.
I cannot apologize. And then NBC calls me and is like, you either apologize now or you're fired. Maybe NBC is not the right platform. And I was like, maybe it's not, but let me talk to Lauren before anything goes forward. So then I talked to him, and he's like, again, he's the man. He's like, no, don't fucking apologize. Like, just give me something in the next 5 minutes so I can keep this alive for another day.
Right. So he was trying for you.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
So then
That's what's up.
that night I wrote that, where it was like, I push boundaries and like all that.
I didn't mind that.
I had
part.
5 fucking minutes.
I didn't want you to do it. But I understand why.
If Lorne Michaels is saying I'm gonna fight for you for a day, let me try. Just give me something.
out of respect, you got
you do it.
Yeah, there's,
Out of
I was
respect,
on
you
the.
have to
I
do
mean,
it.
I was literally. There was a lady from NBC screaming.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why are you throwing this away? All you have to do is apologize." And I was like, "I can't."
Yeah. Yeah, but if Lauren asks, it's different because he's
And I
putting
really,
his
I like him, and
he's putting his shit on the line too.
yeah. And if I come out,
And he
like,
obviously
"Fuck
believed in you, like putting you straight to cast and all that shit. Like he
Yeah.
obviously believed in you a lot. So yeah,
What do you
I
want
get
to
it.
do next?
Saturday Night Live. No,
Visit the Great Wall of China.
in there. No,
Mad TV actually.
and Living Colors is coming. Gonna come back.
I want to. I just want to keep doing stand up. I want to, put out a special in like a year, and that's it. Just keep doing stand up. Keep doing the podcast.
Podcast doing well.
Podcast is doing well.
Thank you,
Matt
Brooklyn
and Shane's
Writer.
secret podcast.
Did Matt get any shit? Because Matt was
Yeah.
saying shit was way more wild.
yeah. Matt's in college. He's studying right now. So he got like his school was like,
How old are
should
you?
we kick him out? I'm 31.
How old is he?
He's getting his master's. He's 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you a weirdo, yo.
I was wondering.
he's
I'm like,
19.
like, actually, yes, I have a podcast with a 17-year-old. Like, whoa, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So what were you saying?
No, that's all. He just got in trouble with his school. Like they had like, because colleges now are fucking insane.
Yeah,
so
they're
when he got in
bitches.
trouble and they all recognized him in that, they were like, we need to expel him for hate speech. And he went through this whole thing. Yeah, he's still going through it.
Jeez.
Still going through it, where he has to like meet with the dean and shit. It's
I
fucking
know,
nuts.
I know exactly what it's like. I've been shadow banned on Instagram for 3 months. So
Really?
same to same, you know?
Same thing.
Same to same.
Same shit.
Guys, we're going to take a break for a second, pay some bills. Okay?
Pay them bills.
This episode is sponsored by
Bladder.
Blue Chew, baby. Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance, get that extra confidence in bed with Blue Chew. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Only it works twice as fast because when you have to get it up and you have to get it going, you don't have an hour to wait for that pill to kick in. You don't have 45 minutes. You chew it up, it's there in 20, half the time as the other pills. Prescribed online by licensed physicians so you don't go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy. It ships right to your door in a discreet package. Made in the USA since Blue Chew prepares, ships direct. They're cheaper than a pharmacy. And best of all, no more awkwardness. Right now, special deal for everybody listening. BlueChew.com. You use our code Flagrant. You get it for free. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code Flagrant. You got to try it for free. Blue Chew. Better, cheaper, faster choice. Church announcements real quick. Matador Tour continues. We're going to be in Vancouver this weekend and Edmonton. Okay. I think Edmonton, again, we're recording this a week early, but I think there might be a few tickets left. Go get them real quick. TheAndrewSchultz.com. Vancouver's up there. We've added shows. Minnesota, we added to the tour. We also got New Orleans that we added to the tour. More shows coming as well. TheAndrewSchultz.com. Go get them shits. We are coming to your city. Go to my website, and I bet you it will be there, or at least somewhere close. So drive that ass to the show. Thank y'all so much. Akaash, what y'all got?
December 20th and 21st, you know what it is. Big Desi Energy is coming to India. We're going home. We're going to be in Mumbai at Habitat Comedy Club. Come through. January 9th, I am at Hilarities in Cleveland. Be there. January 14th, Stress Factory in New Brunswick. Schultz going to be there. Eddin going to be filming. We're going to make Kaz come. He lives in Jersey.
I'll be there.
January
I'll be there. Count me
15th,
in.
I'm at Helium in Philadelphia. January 28th, I'm at Tacoma Comedy Club in Washington. January 29th, I'm at the Punchline in Sacramento. And January 30th through February 1st, I am at Rooster Teeth Feathers. That'll do it.
2 announcements. Obviously, Duce Palooza, December 13th, Brooklyn, New York. Tickets are flying. Got Cameron, Jim Jones, The Locks, Fabulous, Partisan Fontaine, Afro B, Fivio Foreign, Swiss Beats vs. Just Blaze, Massive B, Where's Nasty, Austin Mills, and DJ First Choice. Get your tickets at DucePalooza.com/tickets. And if you guys listen to Pandora, I put together a great project with the guys at Uninterrupted, hosting a athlete playlist session for Sirius XM and Pandora. I did interviews and conducted these playlists with LeBron James, Odell Beckham, Lonzo Ball, Rob Gronkowski, Angel McCautry, Dion Waiters, Lexi Brown, Mo Bamba, Draymond Green, Nate Burleson, Shanae Ogumake, and Adam Rippon. You could get those at Pandora.com. Download the app. You'll get a free premium trial as soon as you get it.
And we're back. Shane,
What's up?
thank you for coming on, man. I'm glad we actually got to do this. I'm glad that you're doing
man.
podcasts. I know it was a minute before you got on. I saw you on Legion of Skanks. I think that was when I realized, okay, he's out there. He's talking.
Yeah, man.
He's talking to the folks.
Yeah, I wanted to take a minute because also like I didn't want to do serious conversations because it's kind of fucking embarrassing, especially like CNN wanted to talk, fucking Andrew Yang wanted to sit down and talk. Like
I remember you saying that Yang wanted to talk.
Yeah.
And then whatever happened to that? Because I thought that I told you be careful with that one.
Yeah, I didn't.
Seemed
do
like
it.
a setup.
It could be a setup.
No, it wasn't. He's still getting shit for it because he publicly was like Shane should keep his job.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He's trying to tap into the
I mean, he
centrist.
also works for SNL, so it's like the same thing. He's the newest cast member. You know what I mean?
But
he was using it as not using it, but
No, I
yes,
hear you.
using it.
Yes.
He's using it as an opportunity to appeal to those people that are a little disillusioned by Trump, but they don't like the Elizabeth Warrens
Sure.
or these kind of like baddie super left wing
yes,
folks.
but I think he also feels that way
Feels
about
genuine?
like cancel culture and shit. Like, I
Yeah.
think he genuinely is like we need to cut this shit out.
Yeah.
We have bigger.
A lot of people have
there's
been like-
climate change.
Yeah. There's
there-
way more
Maybe.
important shit.
I don't even. I mean, we can discuss.
Is
that.
there?
Here's my thing about all this climate change shit: is that like
It's December.
human beings, we don't solve problems that are in the future. We're really good at solving problems. They just have to be happening now.
We need urgency.
Urgency. That's how we survive. We're all about urgency, right? So once the climate change actually hits some places we give a fuck about, we don't care about Nunavut in the top of Canada, right? We don't care about the South Pole.
Yeah.
Once it actually hits Jersey, once it hits LA, if it hits Malibu,
Well, if we get another hurricane, then we gotta do something.
not if it hits Jersey. If
We
the
got that
hurricane,
tropical storm like fuck this up, and I was just like, eh.
yo, people were at the shore the next summer, dude. It didn't stop.
Oh, yeah, the next
reality
summer, yeah.
show, let alone New
It
Jersey.
fucked up. It fucked up like the R train deep in Brooklyn. Come on, yo.
We never cared about that.
Come on, yo. We don't care about Canarsie. Sorry,
Exactly.
Alex.
If it doesn't go there, it doesn't go there. So the point is, it's true. So the point is, once it actually affects us, I guarantee we'll find a way to throw some shit in the sky, cool things down, heat things up, whatever
Like
we need to do.
Armageddon. Don't
Dead
wanna
ass?
close
I
my
promise you we will
eyes.
solve it.
Send a bunch of oil drillers up to the moon.
Simple as that. I have 100% confidence whenever there's a real. That's the problem. That's the thing with Elon Musk is this motherfucker's trying to solve problems that aren't here yet. Like the electric car. You're like, we're going to run out of oil. Well, until then, vroom vroom.
Oil it up.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not.
Hold up, hold
It's
up.
not a
Hold on
problem.
now. We
This is
Tesla
brought to you
owners,
by
yo.
Mazda.
You gotta,
Yo, we are
check the
Tesla
brakes,
owners, bro.
G.
We are
Come on,
Tesla
yo.
owners, bro. You got the new Tesla, dude?
Yeah, of course.
Bro,
I
you
got
got it.
that
Yo,
Cybertruck.
just buy it right now.
A
It's
Cybertruck
100.
look fire.
$100
bro.
You got to put
deposit, yo,
100 on it,
refundable.
dog. Refundable, $100
$100
deposit.
in it.
Yes.
Really?
Tesla
That's it?
truck. Yeah. Everybody buy Teslas
Shit,
right
I'm
now.
about-
Just
Wait,
get
wait,
a
wait,
Tesla.
wait.
Get
Alex, get a second car, yo.
That truck is fire to me,
$100
bro. I
for the
want
new
that
truck.
shit.
And that puts you what on the waiting list?
There's no waiting list. It's yours, but if you want that money back, get that money back.
Wait. The Tesla
what?
truck costs $100.
No.
What
you
is
just
the-
put $100 down to flex on the gram.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you do.
Yo,
I did it. I did it.
I'm down.
Cass,
get up on
let's
it.
go.
Let's
Let's order
fuck
these
it.
Teslas.
Let's
I
do it
want
right
the Tesla
now,
gang.
yo.
Listen, but we're only doing it because it looks dope. Okay, we're not doing it to save the environment or because some
You
Swedish
think the truck
fucking
looks
twat
cool?
said it.
Some
Yes.
Swedish-
I think it looks amazing.
Okay,
I
This
wanna
bitch is
live in the
fucking
future,
sailing
yo.
around the world. Have you heard of?
Yeah.
Have you seen this? She's taken a catamaran around the whole world. She took a catamaran to Portugal to complain about climate shit.
Yeah.
Son, I thought a catamaran was an instrument that white people played. I did not know that shit is a boat.
First of all, white people don't play instruments. Asians do. Okay. Second of all,
Fuck you.
bro, they are nice with the violin.
Don't say it.
Mandarin, Mandarin, whatever. They love the Mandarin so much they named the language after it. And an orange.
Look,
I hate the Star Wars shit.
no.
Mandalorian.
That's just the Asian trying to learn English. Mandalorian.
So, yeah, I just don't. I think that Louis really hit on something with the Parkland kids that he made a great point that everybody wasn't ready for yet, which is like, why are we listening to kids? And we don't need to listen to kids about literally anything. Not about the environment, not about guns, not about none of that shit. Like, if kids say anything except that someone's fucking molesting them, we don't need to listen to them. That's the only thing we should listen to kids about ever. I'm being molested, and then we go, okay.
It is true. You don't know anything, most kids. There's like 1% geniuses out there, like 0.1% geniuses out there.
This girl
The rest
is,
of you don't know
find that
anything.
one.
I think she's retarded, or like she's something, right? She has something.
What is she doing in the ocean, though? She cleaning up the plastic, or is the bitch just moving?
Bro, because she doesn't want to use gas.
Yeah.
So she's taking a catamaran.
But
Well, it's supposed
what's
to be.
a
It's supposed to be a
catamaran?
symbolic
Can you Google what a
gesture.
catamaran is?
Like she's supposed to be like. It's almost like fucking like
a
Forrest
sailboat.
Gump running
This-
around
this
the
is-
world. Where
there's
it's
this
like,
weird-
oh, look at this, the triumph of the human spirit. If we
There-
can all be like this child.
White people got the oddest ways to raise fund, like to raise awareness and funds. Like, hey, let's have a $2,000 a plate dinner.
Yes.
To save
Let's dump ice
black
water
people
on
or whatever.
ourselves.
Yeah, let's put
Shit,
ice
like-
water on ourselves. It's such an odd fucking.
we're fucking trying. What are you guys doing?
We're not pretending to give a fuck, which is much better. We don't give a fuck about black people.
Real
think-
talk,
you
white
think
people are not
we're
the
the-
ones ruining the environment.
That's what I'm saying. Wait. Time out.
It's Asians, bro.
He's correct about
Is it
this, but I'm not
Asians?
going to speak
Does
on
it
it.
use that much gas to make noodles? What's going on?
Son,
Yeah, it does.
Bro,
For 6 billion people, it does.
there's literally no ozone layer.
Ozone layer? There's no ozone layer
There's no ozone layer.
because of noodles.
Dude, it's something about it, bro. It's something about it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But real talk,
Black people didn't build those fucking Simpsons nuclear towers.
no, I don't think Africa's fucked up
Nah,
with the
we're
environment
good.
yet.
no, the nuclear towers
shit.
are not hurting us.
No.
No,
Well,
nuclear tower's good.
Yeah,
As long as it's no
coal and
Chernobyl,
fossil fuel and shit
Okay.
like
it's
that.
inside. We're
All
talking
right.
China's fucking shit up.
Yeah.
India's probably fucking
Son,
shit
we don't
up.
give a fuck
shit
about
gets
the
bad.
environment, yo.
Everyone's going back to
I know
Africa.
this.
We don't give a fuck.
I'm aware of this, but
Yeah.
the Asians actually don't give a fuck more than you guys. Okay? Because
No,
they're industrialized.
Close. They're close.
Are they close?
India and
India don't.
China or India's really fucking.
When you go to India,
Really?
with
I'm gonna try to take
that.
you at some point soon.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh, this fucking it's smog everywhere, son.
There's not a lot of fresh
they're
air.
getting
Bro, you gotta be.
They're catching up.
You could come back an environmentalist. Every time I go back to India, I be quiet about it because I don't want to be annoying. But every time I come back, like, yo, we gotta recycle.
So here's my question.
Recycle.
We got a cyber. We got a cyber. So here's my question. Why doesn't the Swedish girl float her ass to China or India and tell them to do it? If we're doing it right, why is she telling us? Aren't we doing it right over here? I'm not trying to joke around at all. Why?
or clean up the plastic along the way, yo. Like, do something. Don't just sail.
Huh?
You in the ocean. It's mad plastic in the ocean. Clean that shit up.
No, I think the whales eat all the plastic. That's another thing about the whales eating the plastic. It cleans it up. They don't have to live
kills the
forever.
whale.
They're recycling. That's
We don't
the
need
recycling.
whales.
Bro, what do they do?
They do nothing. They
you know
suck.
what? You know what they do? They do that sonar shit, which has got to annoy the
Yeah.
fuck out of all the other animals.
yeah.
Imagine you're just trying to swim around peacefully, and then you have this.
Are you talking about black people right now?
Yeah.
Jesus!
No,
Where's the black people?
Yeah,
Of the
damn,
ocean, bro?
Well, like the first two slides,
just
I
kill
got
it.
like, we gotta step outside.
The killer whales. You said killer whales?
No, he said it. He said
Yeah,
it.
it's fucking woken me, man. I couldn't get it out.
He said that.
Damn it, bro.
Sucked you in, bro.
Jeez, I let the first two slide. I'm like, damn, I gotta take him
You ain't
outside.
never seen
That's right, Cass.
Yo, but real talk, you haven't seen them gangs of killer whales rolling around, throwing
Yeah.
up fucking fucking signs with their dorsal
like
fin
big
and
truss?
shit. Yo, big truss. That swoop dorsal fin. Look at that Tillicum, bro. Real talk, man.
Tillicum. That shit is Yammy Gang for
Dude, it is a bad.
It's 7th Cavalry Whales and
So
shit.
you really on the Watchmen, huh?
Watchmen's my shit, bro.
Watchmen
I like
ain't
that
bad.
show,
I'm
bro.
trying to get into it. Point
That's
being,
a lot. That's a lot to
Point
take in.
being, there's places where she could go that would be more effective. Why isn't she going there? Because she don't really care. People don't really care. It's a marketing ploy. That's what they do now. They take kids. They make kids do all the arguments for them because you can't tell kids to shut up. Right? So the gun control, they're like, we got to get rid of guns. And then we're like, shut the fuck up. And then they go, all right, you kids that got shot up, say get rid of guns. We're like, oh, we'll listen to you.
Well, they basically did tell him to shut the fuck up.
Say what?
They basically did tell him to shut the fuck up.
Which ones? They
Like
never
with
told the
gun-
kids.
Like with gun control.
Louis did.
Come on, they had like what's the one girl, the bald chick, that was like doing all the fucking speeches and shit.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, like when they haven't changed shit.
Yo,
they was like, oh, okay, this is
There's
nice.
one kid. So Alex and I
More
did a
shootings.
fashion video in Boston where we shot. Jack Burke, shout out to Jack, where we shot him with these fake guns at the end.
Yeah.
And one of the Parkland kids followed me and liked it. And he was like, fashion, the Kyle Kushner
No
kid.
shit.
Yo, that
The
kid likes me
conservative
too.
kid.
He's a kid that like loves Trump that was in Parkland. That nobody talks about.
Literally, the end of the video is us shooting him as he runs away.
Yeah.
And the kid was like, fashion.
Dude, that kid, I forget his name, but he's
Kyle
like,
Khrushchev.
He's like met the president. He like hangs out at the White House now.
Shit.
Yeah. He's like, you know what would have helped us at Parkland? Guns.
That kid rules.
Has anybody asked them how to survive a school shooting?
True.
They would know.
Just
Oh,
don't
now
be
you want to
in-
listen to him.
I
was
would,
about to say, here
I
you
would
go.
like, how did you make it? What did you do different? That's what I would know. You saw it happen. What did you do? You didn't go, put down your weapons, right? It was like there was, what did you do to keep yourself safe? Did you just get lucky? He didn't enter your room? What
Yeah.
happened?
Was Parkland the one where there was the security guard that didn't go in?
Yes.
He was out, dude. I would have talked to him too. Give
I
him
know
some
that
credit
guy.
for sitting out back and be like, nope.
No, but I think they
In a
arrested him,
golf
right?
cart? Yeah,
Didn't
he
they
got
like,
fucked.
You got to
Yeah.
get fucking arrested for that.
Yeah,
it's your one job.
Yeah, one job.
You have one job in case there's a school shooting.
You are
go
strapped.
in there.
Like you could end this right now. And
He's
it's like,
just
yo, I don't know about
Security
that.
guard sitting in a golf cart out back.
He's like, is everyone safe? Y'all are
Here's
good?
shots.
Everybody.
Here's shots. Fuck. I gotta get in there. Or I don't. or you just roll the dice on this. Just not
No,
going
wait, just
in.
hear me out. Just hear me out, guys. Hear me out, guys.
What if I
just don't go?
Maybe you'll get tired.
I'm secure the perimeter. I'm secure the perimeter. Make sure none of them.
Oh my god.
There's not any more of them coming in.
I don't get paid for interior securing.
I mean, how much do you think he was getting paid?
Honestly, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, all right, you lost
40
your job.
grand?
Like, what were you really making?
Son, you ain't getting nothing, but it's just the one fucking requirement.
No,
is all you got.
Look, I'm not
Literally.
actually defending the guy.
I mean, it's like a teacher. Like,
He heard the first shot. He was like, no.
No. Yes, no. No.
not today.
No.
Did I even bring the bullets today? He wasn't even prepared.
Dude, he must have been bragging to all his friends, like, yo, I have the easiest job in the world. Dude, there's no chance.
Who shoots up a school?
There's no chance. There's like 2 a year. You know how many fucking schools there are? Never gonna be mine. Pop. He's just he's sitting in a golf cart.
See, SNL, these are the sketches you missed. Okay? You could have had these.
Would have been a
He could
funny
have been the
sketch.
security guard.
True.
Oh my god.
Yo, you'd have been sick after a while. Like, you'd have been like, yo, all I'm playing is racist. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Even if there was no scandal. Man, every time I got dip in my mouth in a scene, it's starting to get a little crazy.
Joe.
Then it made me look like a fucking idiot in every sketch.
Bro, they would have made you White Coon.
Yeah. Well said. Snow Coon.
Perhaps.
Snow Coon.
Coon.
Can't Snow Coon, bro.
Snow Coon Schulte is still my favorite nickname you've ever had for yourself.
They called me a Snow Coon.
That's pretty great. That's pretty
I
great.
had it on my Instagram handle for a
Snow
while.
Coon Schulte is
Who called you that?
so good.
Some guy on Twitter.
That guy rules.
Dude, he's hilarious. It was the most
Get him
funny
out
thing.
here.
And he like sent a picture of a raccoon in the snow. It was like a whole GIF and everything with it. And I was like, it's amazing. I put it on my Instagram and MTV or
I bet he
IFC,
stopped hating you after that.
Some network was like,
yeah.
you can't have the word coon in your Instagram bio. I was like, all right, good point. All right, yeah, I'm going to point taken.
I'll give you that one.
Gentlemen, Akaash, what do we got for today? We haven't even talked about anything.
Well, since we are recording this episode early, Schulz is going to be out of town next week. I'm going to be in India for the next 2 weeks doing engagement stuff and shows. So we did like evergreen stuff was the idea.
Yes.
So the ones I like the greatest sports what ifs. We could do flagrant hypotheticals. Did we all do our flagrant thoughts?
Bro, there's no, I don't think so just yet, but there was one that you said that was so funny. What the fuck?
The most embarrassing rejection story from a girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
And ugliest girl you're still weirdly attracted to. I loved historical crime family that you want to be, but most embarrassing rejection you've ever had with a girl. I think that is. Have you ever gotten rejected by a girl, Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What most embarrassing?
I don't know if there's a particular. I can't. I just thought
Not
of
a
it off the
specific
top of
one?
my head. No, not. Oh yeah. I got it. About sixth grade. Taking it back, sixth grade.
Yeah.
Now I know you're thinking like, yeah, it's not going to be. It is.
Yeah.
It's not like a modern thing. Sixth grade, I was obsessed with this girl,
Yeah.
and for some reason, like sixth grade, I loved God. That was the only time in my life. For like 1 year, I was
Super religious.
I was like, Catholicism rules.
Yeah.
And I fucking wrote her.
Usually around the time that boys like.
Yeah, true.
Oh, God.
I wrote
Somehow they lose it right around then.
Yeah, once I started coming, I was like, get God out of here. Fuck this.
I thought it's once the days start coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if it was you.
And we all came.
Yeah, so.
A lot of you don't know this, but the kids come too.
Passionate lovers.
Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, I wanted to be on the record that the kids. There is a G spot in there. They can hit you. They can hit the back. Yeah. Priests get you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. But I wrote this fucking.
There's a G spot
so
in there,
funny.
bro.
There is. Then they
G
get
is
it.
short for Jesus. No.
Jesus. It's the J spot. I wrote a fucking love letter to this chick, like a note, like if you want to start dating, and I included a Bible verse at the end of it.
Which one?
I'm gonna pretend I don't know.
No, say it, dude. You know.
No, it was from. It's called "Song of Songs."
Do you remember it?
I don't remember the verse.
I'm gonna look
but
it
"Song
up.
of Songs" is the corniest. It's like your tits are nice. They like. It's like an Old Testament like song about fucking. And don't look it up.
I'm looking at it.
This
up.
is
I have to
this
look
is.
it up now.
Why would I? I'm trying to tell you a nice.
No, tell it. We're still here.
So then she didn't even get it. My friends immediately took it out of her desk, and when I got to school the next day, they were waiting.
Just destroying you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brutal. I still had. They all forgot about it. I'll never forget that.
Of course.
That
you
was
would.
the worst.
Hold on. I need to get this.
That's what made you stop loving God.
I knew I was wrong as soon as they found it. As soon as they found it, I was like, "Damn, I suck."
Let
yeah.
him,
I can't get
let
it.
him
Where is
kiss me with the kisses of his mouth. For your love is better than wine. Your anointing
Look,
oils.
I didn't quote that exactly. That's
Well,
a
I'm
long
assuming this
fucking
is like.
book. But
I'm
yes,
assuming
that's
this is
the
like
gist.
the
That's the gist of it.
Yeah. For your love is better than wine. Your anointing oils are fragrance. Your name is perfume.
I sound like a fucking Indian
poured
guy online.
Therefore,
In the comment section. I was an Indian guy in the comment section in sixth grade.
every
I was like,
Instagram
your love is
buddy.
like sweet wine.
Holy
Be my
fuck.
wife. Yeah, it's rough.
This
It's
is
rough.
kind of. This is a little.
It's rough.
This is a bit much. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine, because of the Savior of thy good ointment, thy name.
I didn't
is
write it
as
out, by the way.
ointment
I didn't write it
poured
out.
forth.
What'd you write out?
Therefore,
you
do
write
the
like,
virgins love thee.
Song. I don't look.
Draw me.
Fucking
We will
go
run
into
after
somebody else's.
thee. The king hath brought me into his chambers. Wow.
Yeah, it was rough.
Sixth grade you.
Yeah, look, this is pre 9/11. That's how long ago this is. I'll apologize for this. I'm more sorry about this than anything I've done in
After
my past.
that, it was all Quran verses. If I won't have you now, I'll have you in the afterlife.
After that, the Quran verse, yeah, I saw 9/11 and converted. I was like, you know what, these guys might be onto something. These guys.
And click.
That one would actually throw the liberals off. They'd be like, wait, what the fuck?
Wait, he's Muslim?
Can we cancel him?
Yeah.
Kaz, best or worst rejection, most embarrassing rejection.
I can't.
I'll tell you. I said I love you to a girl, and she said I like you. It was my girlfriend.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah. I
Wow.
was in high school. Probably it was either junior, maybe it was senior year of high school, and I said I love you. I remember going into my apartment. We were going into my apartment, so I thought I would set the mood outside of my apartment, and I typed in the code to open the door, and I stopped at the door, and I was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know, I love you." And she looked at me in my face, and then she's like, "Whew, wow." I mean, I like you. I really like you. And I paused there for so long that the door code reset. So I tried to open the door, and I got rejected by the fucking door as well. So she slammed the door, loving my face, and then my apartment building slammed the door. Nobody wants you today.
I want like that. I called this girl because I was on vacation and I'd been dating this chick and I liked her a lot. And I called her and I was bragging about her to my friends the whole time. I was like, dude, me and this girl, she's so fucking hot. I love her, all this shit. I called her at night thinking like, this will be nice. She was like, I was like, hey, what's up? She was like, do you think we rushed into this? I was like, yeah, we did. Let's just be friends. And I hung up. What the fuck just happened? It was funny. I didn't put up any fight at all. She was like, you think we rushed into this? I was like, yeah.
That's why I was calling.
All right, let's stop the show for a second because I have to tell you guys about something very, very important. I think I might have found the solution to breakfast. No bullshit. I think I might have found the solution to breakfast when I was a kid. Obviously, breakfast was cereal. I turned into an adult, and I found out I was just ingesting hundreds of grams of sugar before I went to school, and then I was shocked that I couldn't pay attention at all, and people said I had things like ADHD. No, I didn't have ADHD. I had Frosted Flakes. That's what I had. Okay, I had Cocoa Puffs. I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's what you have that makes you not able to function as a child in school. Okay? Well, they fixed that. There's a company called Magic Spoon, and it's a cereal company, and they've sent me 4 boxes of cereal. They have 0 sugar, okay? 12 grams of protein, only 3 grams of net carbs, okay? I got all 4 flavors: cocoa, fruity, frosted, and blueberry. I'm telling you, the cereal is delicious. I was snacking on it myself, just digging my hand into that blueberry one. It was unbelievable. I probably ate half of the box. And I'm eating this, and I'm like, how the hell is there no sugar? How the hell is this almost 0 carbs? How the hell is it keto friendly? How the hell is it gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low carb, and GMO-free? How is this possible? Okay? I've been promised by Magic Spoon. They are not lying. It is 100% sincere. Breakfast has been solved. Use whatever milk you want. You like regular milk, you go regular milk. You like an oat, you go oat. Okay? You like a 2%, you like an almond, you like a soy, you do whatever you want to do. Go to magicspoon.com/flagrant. You grab a variety pack and you try it today. Be sure to use our promo code FLAGRANT at the checkout, and you know what? You get free shipping. You get free shipping along with all those health benefits and something to eat in the morning. Go to magicspoon.com/flagrant. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they're going to refund your money. No questions asked. Did you just hear that? Buy the cereal. They're so confident you're going to like it, they'll give you your money back if you don't. That's magicspoon.com/flagrant. Use the code FLAGRANT for free shipping. Magic Spoon, thank you so much for sponsoring Flagrant 2, and keep sending me those free boxes, okay? Because I'm going to keep eating, especially that blueberry. That thing was delicious. All right, back to the show.
All right, guys, what do you got for us? I know you got something.
I'm thinking, man. Like,
I got 2. One is not
string.
rejection,
Right,
but it's so fucking sad in retrospect.
All right, go.
I was fat and ugly as a kid. Like, I
you
fucking...
give off that vibe.
Yo, problem, dude. It was like a fucking hamster got let loose in the high school.
Yeah.
Like, and drank the Ninja Turtles shit, but didn't get muscle. And I was the kid that the girls were, like, pretending they liked. Like this guy was like, "Yo, this girl likes you." Blah blah blah. This is almost worse. This is almost.
I was that guy, by the way.
This is almost worse. I was so aware of the fact that there's no way she liked me that I like played along with the joke. I don't remember if I was like, "Nah, she ugly," or if I was like, "Oh, really? Yeah, we should date," like sarcastically. But in retrospect, that's almost worse that you're that aware of you're ugly. You're just like, it's gotta be a joke, yo. Stop it. Ain't no bitch like me.
That's tough. Yeah,
and
that's tough.
Consequently, the first time I liked a girl, but like after girls started liking me, but I actually liked one back, she didn't like me back. And it was like, you remember the opening scene of Hitch? Like what made him become Hitch is he was like his first girlfriend. He was just like all clingy, always trying to be around her, always calling. I was like that, but the girl never liked me. So like I'm just constantly texting, and she's like, "Bro, what you want, yo? Leave me alone."
What would you text?
I think I would just try to hang out. Then at one point,
Send
I tried
Bobs.
to be friends with her.
Send pic of Bobs. Send pussy pics. Sex.
No, it was just like trying to hang out all the time, and it was
Bobs
like
or boobs?
Yeah.
You never
I'm
see
the only one
Indian guy on comments?
Yo,
Indian
his comment
comments.
is fire, but none of y'all get it.
Yeah, I get it. now, I
Anytime,
get it.
anytime it's a pretty girl, I see it because Indians will find Indians. They're just like, marry me, please. I want to love you forever.
Sex in vagina? Sex? You sex me?
Yeah, but I was like constantly like, yo, you want to go see a movie? And she's like, I'm busy. And never was I like, oh, she's just busy for you. Never did that click that I was mad Indian actually early on. And then I was like, and I was like, oh, you can't be mad thirsty, yo. My man, I need some wine, hopefully white and not red. 'Cause I was thirsty, boy.
All right, man, you gotta have something.
I got one, but it's like it's not great because it's like I always shot within my range. So like I never overshot my shot. But there was this one time, there was a girl. She was like all right looking, but she was thick. So like 1 to 10, she was like a 5, 5 or 6.
So a 3.
And then we're messing around, whatever. And then like for like a couple days, like literally like a week after like we like messed around for the first time, she pretty much told me like I was like too ugly for her in like so many ways, and I'm like, I came down for you. What the fuck? Like I was not like I mean I had women, but I never really like shot for the dimes until I got like
word that? How did
college
she word
and
that?
shit. She's basically just like like you gotta understand. I grew up in Staten Island, so like I was like one of maybe like 4 black guys in my school, right? So like it was almost like I knew the type of dude she was into, and she was just like, I just wasn't that guy. And she was just like, oh, well, I kind of am into like Brad, whoever the fuck it was. And like,
she liked white guys.
She liked white guys. I think I was just like one of her like little experiments.
Right.
And like, I got played on like a cosmetic level. And I'm just like, yo, I came down for you. Like, I've had better looking girls. No, I was in like middle school. Like, it doesn't count.
That sucks if you
But still, yeah. I mean, I had a pretty good run after high school and college. Like I was,
yeah.
I can't.
But we don't want to hear about the good shit.
Yeah, like we've all
want to hear about that.
Alex, what's your
So, can I tell one of Alex's? Dude, Alex be shooting his shot, bro. We were at this club in LA once, and Alex there was this girl with us, and she used to play volleyball. She's about like 5'11", and Alex is like a strong 5'9".
Nah, 5'10".
Let's say he's a strong 5'9", and this girl was 5'11", plus she had heels on. And Alex had been trying to hit on her the whole night, and it really wasn't going that well. And I know, I looked at him hitting on her, and Alex was standing on a stair. He was standing on a stair with one foot with his knee locked, so he was the height of the stair, right? But his other foot was on his tippy toe on the ground, the regular level. So he kind of looked like a flamingo, almost like one of his legs bent. And he was hitting on her hard, bro, in her ear, coming down from above. Shout out to Teresa, man.
How'd it go?
Damn, you putting names out there?
His first names, bro. His first.
Oh, man.
Oh gosh, you better not have nobody named Teresa come around lately.
Anyway,
Jesus.
but Al, do you have another one?
I mean, that was a good one. We can stop there.
But, no, you probably got a good one.
Hold on, I fucking gave a Bible verse story.
All right. This one's really fun.
Thank you.
So, this is high school girlfriend. I kind of got caught cheating, and not kind of. I definitely did. And we went on a college tour trip, and I got drunk on the trip. This is Confessions just came out, Usher's album.
Oh boy,
So I
know where
got
this is going.
drunk, and I was singing songs from Confessions at the top of my lung outside her window of the girls' dorm, trying to get her back. Didn't work at all.
Now, Alex is a really good voice.
Oh, that makes it worse, kind of.
Really good
That makes it worse.
Which songs were you singing?
Confessions.
Probably Burn, or I don't know.
Oh, my God.
You can't sing the Let It Go song.
I
Bur's
don't
about
remember.
staying broken up.
That's true.
Let it
Good
burn.
point.
So probably Confessions.
It was a
Yeah.
bad song choice.
Can you sing
Nah.
the
He
song?
should have gone A701 when he was in love with Chili. That'd have got it.
Hold on.
Yeah, but Confessions just came out. It was
Hold on.
slapping. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get it with a bopper. You know.
Did you go part 1 or part 2?
Probably part 2.
Al,
Part
can
2's
you
fine.
please sing the
Nah.
song? Come on, we'll do background for you. We'll do
I'm
background.
not right there.
Ex-girlfriend.
Friend.
Every time I was in,
I told you, baby,
I'm working.
No, I was out doing my dirt. Oh, one thing about you can hurt. And a hand in the back instead of like man, not giving a damn who sees me.
Al, you better come in on this whole chorus,
Acting
Al.
like I didn't have you sitting at home thinking about me.
Being a good girl that's yours. You're proud of me. You got a good man. I never do the things I'm about to tell you I've done. Brace yourself, it ain't good, but it'll be the words
Have you heard this from someone else?
He trailed off like a stepbrother.
Y'all just left me out there.
Just like she did.
Oh, man.
Damn. You gave up on yourself.
Yeah, so that song is still traumatizing.
Still traumatized. I get it.
I'm in the studio, man. That shit from the intro. Damn.
My gosh.
What are we at right now?
137.
Listen, Shane, I want you to give them everything. Give them your socials.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys who didn't understand Shane have a better understanding of Shane.
I don't think I did myself any favors on this one.
You did prove you're funny.
That's the most
If
important
there's
thing.
one thing that we
Good.
value on this podcast, Asshole Army values, it is humor. And I think if they see you as a funny person, all of a sudden they see the rest of the shit that is said in that context. I think that's very good. But tell them about the podcast. Tell them your socials. All that
It's
stuff.
Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Shane M. Gillis, and go to ShaneMGillis.com for tour dates.
And what do you got coming up? Now this comes out next week.
Okay, so that means I'm in Worcester, Mass, at the Woo Ha Ha Comedy Club, the 13th and 14th. 20th and 21st of December, I'll be at Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Great club.
27th, 28th, I'll be in McGoobies in Baltimore.
That sounds so racist.
McGoobies.
Isn't it?
And January 10th and 11th, I'll be at Helium Buffalo.
Ah, good. Another good club.
17th, 18th of January, Stress Factory in New Brunswick.
Yup.
24th, 25th, Comics Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. 30th through the 1st, Bridgeport Stress Factory in Connecticut.
Great. All right, so go check out Shane. I appreciate you coming down, man.
No, I appreciate you guys having me.
good.
I think you got some good stuff coming out, man. I can't wait till you drop some more stand-up. I know I was following when the whole saga went on. I was following you had a clip I think Comedy Central put out,
Yeah,
and I was following that clip. I was like, are they going to see if he's funny?
yeah.
Because that what was important to me. It was like, I understand that you don't like him, but if you go watch the clips, you're curious to see if he's funny or not.
Yeah.
And that clip really went up.
Yeah.
I think it probably started around like 100 something, and now I don't know where the fuck it is.
It does kind of suck, though, because that was a Comedy Central 5-minute clip.
Right.
Like, it's not.
It's Comedy
It's
Central.
better
so it's
than
not
They
funny.
cut stuff out of it.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Comedy
you can't
Central-
say
it's
this.
Better
Comedy
than
Central
the
doesn't-
podcast, bro. It's better than the
True.
podcast.
It is better than that
It's a
clip,
step
for
up.
sure.
But I'm excited for you to share some of the stuff that I've seen. I hope that
Yeah.
you start putting
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
out in some
I'm working
way,
on
shape,
that.
or form. We'll
I'm
talk.
working on that.
We'll
Yeah,
talk.
I
If
need help
anything I
with
can
that.
do to help you out, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. Really
you,
appreciate
guys.
you, my brother.
Yeah,
Guys,
it's
this has
fun.
been another episode of Flagrant 2. No Easy Buckets. Keep it tight. Peace.